term certificate. Lock in high rates at ProvidenceCU.org. And by Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. We can fix that. Once again, here are Bob Fitzgerald, Keena Turner, and Dennis Brown.
Not a lot of last-minute changes for the 49ers, and Kyle Shanahan going to sit a number of the starters in Week 1. Sean Payton's going to play all his starters for Denver. They have the joint practice on Thursday. Guys, when you look around this first week of the preseason, and I look around the NFL sponsored by United Airlines, I was anxious to see Shadur Sanders play for Cleveland. Threw for 2 touchdowns. They won 30-10. And then watching the Raiders play Seattle, the best thing I saw, they finished in a tie now in the preseason. They don't worry about playing overtime and let both teams get out of Dodge. So, I mean, do you start to, you're focused on the Niners, but you start looking around the NFL a little bit this time of year?
Football is football to me, right? I enjoyed watching the games. I think there was like 3 games on yesterday. So, I enjoyed. Preseason meant a lot to me coming in as a rookie. It definitely was a different time. Guys played more, but, like Keena said earlier, it's an opportunity, right? Some of these cats you've dreamed about playing in the NFL your entire life, Pop Warner, flag football, college, high school, and now you have an opportunity to do it. So, watching the Browns play, there's a kid that, there's been a lot of question marks about him. Could he play? Will he get sacked? All those different things. Right. He goes out and he balls out, right? It's the preseason. It's against a team that maybe didn't play starters. But again, it's an opportunity, and I think he took advantage of it for sure. So, we talked about earlier in the show, these young guys have an opportunity to kind of show what they can do. Their skill level, their intensity level, if they know the defense and things like that. So, I love preseason because I think it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, and I just think that, what I like about it is to watch each team and their different approaches, different philosophies. Tonight, Kyle Shanahan is not going to play some guys, and yet, the other side is going to play all their guys.
Right. So that's an old school coach.
That philosophy of how you start, how you want to get ready, because all of this is preparation for regular season and being ready as you need to be and want to be for that first game of the season.
KT, we've done the preseason for so many years together. I remember George Kittle's preseason. Who's this 5th-round pick out of Iowa? Right. I remember Purdy ascending in the preseason, like, hey, not only is he going to make the team, this guy looks like he can be a player. I always am excited, particularly when they had 11 draft picks, for a younger guy that is going to be part of the 49ers. You remember Diamondor Lenoir's preseason, and Fred Warner's preseason. And so that's where this is their chance. Every team they've ever been on for these guys, high school they were the stud, college they got a scholarship. There's some guys that are going to not play football anymore. I mean, I have to show out and play to keep my job as a professional football player, or else my career in the sport is over.
Yeah, and this is as big an opportunity to make the 49ers as a young guy or a new guy to the team as there's been in recent years. Because you think about it, we used to sit here and say, man, how many really open spots are there on this roster, no matter where you were drafted. And, historically for the 49ers have done very well in the middle rounds of their draft. You talk about a George Kittle, and so all those opportunities, Dre Grant, so we could go on and on about guys in the middle of the round that's drafted, turned out to be really stars for the Niners. And here, an even bigger opportunity with the draft picks and new personnel to the team. As Dennis said, the opportunity.
Yeah. And you make a statement in the offseason when, you kind of go young, right? That was the thing, right? We're going to go young. And you go out and use a lot of draft picks on the defensive side of the football. Some of those guys we're not going to see tonight.
So we going now. I'm seeing a theme here.
Well, there's always a theme.
Wherever Fitz takes you end back up on the defensive line. Now there's more going on here tonight. Well, I know there's some young draft picks there.
Not really, because the defensive line allows you linebackers to use that whatever you call athleticism to move around, and the safeties.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. We got linebackers that you can talk about too.
I'll talk about the offense while these two defensive guys argue. That'll do it for today's 49er pregame show. It's the Niners and the Broncos. Kickoff is coming up in minutes right here after these messages.
Come to Freeman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill and see an amazing selection of Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Cove appliances live and on display in one of the largest living kitchens in the country. And save with the full suite savings event. With qualifying purchase, get 3 additional years of protection or qualify for a $1,000 rebate. For the largest selection of Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Cove appliances, visit the Living Kitchen at Freeman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at freemansappliance.com.
Do you want to play in San Jose? At Casino Matrix, we play 24/7. Come enjoy custom cocktails, stellar food, from steaks to sushi. Over 100 giant screens to catch your favorite team. 49 thrilling card tables. And of course, the Bay Area's best progressive jackpot. With over $2.5 million paid out already. When it's time to play, just drop in to Casino Matrix. Off Highway 101 next to the San Jose Airport. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. No purchase necessary for promotions.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Have you ever wondered if your financial plan will be able to withstand the unexpected? At Liberty Group, we believe building wealth is just the beginning. True financial confidence comes from future-proofing it. With layers of protection, smart tax strategies, and a plan that adapts as life changes. Our new guide, Future-Proof Your Wealth, offers practical insights on how to protect what you've built, preserve your legacy, and make sure your plan reflects where you are today and where you're headed tomorrow. From insurance and trust planning to lifetime gifting and key document reviews, this guide helps you identify often overlooked areas that can make a big difference. Don't wait for a life event to test your plan. Download Future Proof Your Wealth today at libertygroupllc.com or by calling the team at 1-866-PROTECT. That's 1-866-PROTECT.
Investment advisory services are offered through Liberty Wealth Management, LLC, DBA Liberty Group, and SEC registered investment advisor. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against loss in periods of declining value.
107.7 The Bone, the home of the 49ers. Ladies and gentlemen of the people, San Francisco 49ers football is on the air.
The juice breaks loose.
Touchdown! Sponsored by Levi's. Live in Levi's. And by Pepsi, proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner.
Pick City, baby. Absolutely love that.
Live from the Lon Simmons broadcast booth at Levi's Stadium, here are Bob Fitzgerald, Keena Turner, and Dennis Brown.
We get ready for the 9th year of Kyle Shanahan as a head coach for the Niners, and something's got to give here because Shanahan has had 13-win seasons twice, a 12-win season and a 10-win season, but then 3 6-win seasons and a 4-win season. And sometimes they alternate back and forth, but for the Niners, their 6 wins is not the standard they want, KT. They got 11 draft picks, and I think they're ready to roll again. And so the Niners and the Broncos, Sean Payton, year 18, 179 wins. He thinks Denver is a Super Bowl contender. And so to begin this NFL season, week 1 of the preseason, Melissa Marielle is going to bring us our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Broncos a year ago went 10-7. They lost in the wild card game to the Bills 31-7. The Niners went 6-11. A lot of injuries, some contract distractions, but 11 draft picks, KT. And I think this is one where, all right, let's see Alfred Collins. Let's see Nick Martin. Let's take a look at CJ West and Jordan Watkins. Not only are there jobs available, but the
HVACR service technicians, UA Local 38 has a great career waiting for you.
32 teams, so an outstanding season for the Broncos. In fact, they finished third in points given up, just over 18 points per game. Dallas Flowers and Junior Bergen back deep for the 49ers. As Will Lutz has it teed up at the far 35-yard line. And we are about set for preseason game number 1 to get underway. Touchbacks, by the way, on kickoffs this year are now going to be placed at the 35-yard line. So there is an art, obviously, for kickers not to kick this thing through the end zone. Lutz, high kick that'll be fielded at the 7 to the 10, 15, 20. 25 hit at the 28 and pulled down. That was a 22-yard run as Bergen is pulled down at that point. Niners moving left to right as they open this game at that point. Tackle by Sam Franklin Jr. Let's head on the sideline. The third member of our broadcasting team. We say good afternoon, Susie Wargent.
Hey, good afternoon, Dave. You know what? Maybe I should wait. They're already going out here for a play here, I think.
All right, Mac Jones under center. He brings DeMarcus Robinson from slot right in motion left. Jones takes the snap. Boots throws a ball on the money to Robinson. Robinson makes one miss and leans out of the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Tackled there by Riley Moss. All right, Susie, the Chevy Sideline Report is yours.
All right, thanks, Dave. You know, it feels like we've been out here for a while, so we should be used to this heat, but it is definitely warm here. As you've mentioned, Broncos in all white today, and hydration will be the key. The sun is still drenching over here on the Broncos sidelines. The 49ers are in the shade, though, right now. 2nd and 2 now as Mac Jones will bring Brandon Ayuk in motion from a trips right left. The handoff, and in the backfield, the running back is met, and that will be a loss on the play. That was Justin Strnad, the linebacker. Lost in the play back to the 34-yard line of 2, and it brings up a 3rd down and 4.
Strnad hit him right at the point of attack for that loss. Well played by number 40.
Patrick Taylor, the running back, 5th-year pro out of Memphis in the game, to the right of Mac Jones. 2-by-2 the set on this 3rd down and 4. Denver rushes 4. Jones in the pocket, throws the ball on the fade route. That ball is caught, and this is going to go all the way inside the 20-yard line. That is the tackle by Jaquan McMillan, but the throw and catch to Jordan Watkins, the rookie out of Ole Miss. Watkins, a gain of 50 yards. And a 1st and 10 for the Niners all the way down to the Denver 16-yard line.
That was a really nice throw there.
The coverage by Jaquan McMillan. And the tackle, actually, I believe that was P.J. Locke. Nope, it was Hufanga on the tackle. So McMillan beaten on the play. Here's the handoff, and running off that right side is Patrick Taylor. Taylor inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. First 2 minutes of action here in the first quarter. Strnad again in on that last tackle. The Broncos with their first-team defense on the field. And the Niners able to move the football down on a 50-yard pass from Mac Jones to Jordan Watkins.
McMillan got beat on that play and a perfect throw.
It was a perfect throw, wasn't it? Jones with the back on each side, takes a shotgun snap, short drop, looks right, throws the ball in the flat. That ball is caught, and then ushered out of bounds is Patrick Taylor, as Justin Strnad had both arms around him, just ran him into the 49ers sideline. Let's see where they spot this. Inside the 10 to the 9. Let's say to the 8, so it's a gain of 5, and it brings up a 3rd down and 2. The clock runs with 12 minutes left in the opening quarter of preseason game number 1. We are scoreless. Jones in the shotgun, turns, hands off, running off the right guard, and Patrick Taylor Jr., again, the 5th-year running back out of Memphis with good extra effort. And they will spot this after the tackle by Jordan Jackson, about a half-yard shy of the 1st down. We are in the corner of the end zone, and play right now is on the opposite end. Carl Sheffers is tonight's official referee, I should say. 18th year in the National Football League as a referee.
Broncos D stiffened up on that. Big Malcolm Roach clogged things up there in the middle. He's had a really good training camp, too. And he's a guy that's fun to watch and fun to listen to. It seems like this guy never stops talking.
Yeah, he and Marvin Mims have had kind of a running banter going on the entire training camp. It's a lot of fun.
If you could have picked two players that would have that type of running banter, you wouldn't have picked Mims or Roach.
I think the reason they have lockers that are side by side in the Broncos locker room. And both enjoy talking.
I think Mims called them fat. And then Roach took a shot back at him.
This is the first virtual measurement that we have. It's going to be interesting to see how that works. Yep, you've got 6 8K cameras, and they will judge the position of the football, and that'll happen instead of the chain gang. They'll have the chain gang here as a stand-up, but you're going to save, they think, 40 seconds of time per measurement. Niners will go for it on 4th down. Mac Jones, quarterback sneak off right guard, and he's got it with forward progress established to the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 2. 1st down and goal, San Francisco now on the opening drive of the game.
You got some good push up there by Nick Zakow, 4th year out of Fordham.
San Francisco now 1st and goal at the 5. They come out and double tight end wing right. Now DeMarcus Robinson comes to a wing left. Jones hands it off running left, circling trying to get to the edge, and he will do so. That is Patrick Taylor Jr. with the game's first points, a touchdown run of 5 yards. Riley Moss could not run him down, and the Niners, an impressive drive, had one big play, the Mac Jones 50-yard strike to Jordan Watkins. But the first points of the game, and with 10:41 left in the opening quarter, San Francisco is ahead 6-0.
Hufanga was right there in that hole, but Patrick Taylor, just a quick cut to his left, coasted into the far end zone.
The extra point snap held by punter Thomas Morstead. Jake Moody has it up, and it is good. And we have a timeout. 10:41 left, opening quarter from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The Niners lead the Broncos 7-0 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. That never happens with Orchard. Disappointing offers can wear you down, causing you to settle for thousands less. You don't have to settle when you sell with Orchard. Orchard reinvented the real estate industry by guaranteeing your home sale and helping you sell on the market for top dollar. First, Orchard gives you cash up front so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then once you're all settled in, your Orchard agent helps sell your home on market for top dollar. Here's what one Orchard customer said. I never could have sold without Orchard. I made way more than I expected, and it couldn't have been easier. With Orchard, you never have to settle for less. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Curious how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. See your Colorado Chevy dealer.
Here we go, folks. Looks like another fan is lining up to use his official Broncos debit card only from Ed Credit Union. Wow, what a play! With Broncos checking, there's no monthly maintenance fees, no Ent ATM fees, and he earns dividends. Oh, he's buying a Broncos jersey. He taps his card, and touchdown! Plus, he scores exclusive Broncos discounts. Bank better with Broncos Checking from Ent Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Open an account now at ent.com/Broncos. Insured by NCUA.
Broncos Country tonight with Broncos insider Benjamin Albright. Weeknights at 6 on KOA.
We're back in Santa Clara. 10:41 left first quarter. Niners lead the Broncos 7-0. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Chevron, committed to our local communities and safely delivering affordable, reliable energy that powers Colorado forward. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warden with you. Niners win 71 yards in 8 plays, taking 4:19 off the clock. Patrick Taylor, a 5-yard run. Mac Jones, 3 for 3 on that drive for 63 yards. That included a 50-yard completion. Kickoff into the end zone. That is going to be fielded to the 10, the 15, the 20. Out of the 25-yard line goes Courtney Jackson of the Broncos. Here comes a late penalty flag. .28 yards on that return as we await.
Holding number 46, return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So they get Garrett Wallow, one of the backup inside linebackers, for the holding call, and that will back up the Broncos starting their first drive of the preseason, back on their own 18-yard line. Nix will operate under center. Takes the snap, turns, hands off. This is good job off the right side. That is a carry for R.J. Harvey, who gets the start tonight. Tatum Bethune, the inside linebacker, plays behind Fred Warner in on the tackle, a gain of 3. And the first carry of the youngster's career as a preseason game goes for 3 for R.J. Harvey.
He made a nice cutback to his left just to pick up those 3 yards. It was pretty clogged up there.
2 receivers on each side, shotgun for Nix. Nix play fakes, throws. He's got a completion. That ball caught by Troy Franklin. Franklin out to the 30-yard line in the midst of a tackle from Pinnock and Luter. It's a gain of 9. Sticks will move. First down, Denver. Rick Troy Franklin has had a really good training camp. Put on a little weight, good weight. Now you just hope that he can really settle in, and this is second season.
Yeah, we're hoping, and the Broncos are hoping for a breakout season for number 11, Troy Franklin. It's been a really good camp.
Nix again in the shotgun on this first down. Shotgun snap, looks left, throws the fade route down the left side. That ball is into and out of the hands of Cortland Sutton, incomplete, right at midfield. Coverage there by Darrell Luter Jr. Sutton had a step on him. That ball looked like it came down on the outside shoulder for Sutton, and that's exactly where you want it. And honestly, I think Cortland would be the second to say it. That's a ball that he's got to catch.
Hit him in both hands, and that's a ball he catches probably 9 times out of 10.
Broncos hurt at the line of scrimmage on this second down and 10. Troutman resets from left to right, so tight trips right now for Nix under center. They run the zone right side. Here comes R.J. Harvey, who steps outside. The speedster is out over the 35-yard line. Good run by the rookie there. Tatum Bethune again, the middle linebacker, has to scoot outside right in front of the Broncos sideline, but it's a gain of 7 for R.J. Harvey. Second down, make it third down now and 3. Clock rolling towards the 9-minute mark of the opening quarter here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Niners have a 7-0 lead over the Broncos.
And he did a great job making a 49er miss out there on that edge, cutting it back to the left again for a nice pickup.
J.K. Dobbins in the game now to the right of Bo Nix in the shotgun and third down and 3. Long snap count. Nix tries to draw the Niners off. Snap is good. Bo in the pocket. Bo steps away from pressure, throws the ball on the run, and a little bit behind Dobbins, who got one hand on it, but he couldn't quite bring it in. We got a penalty flag on the play, so we'll wait and see exactly as to what.
Illegal use of hands to the face, number 35, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Talia Davis was the player that put pressure on Bo Nix, but Dallas Flowers, one of the corners, has called for illegal hands to the face contact. And so instead of the Broncos either punting on 4th down and 3 or having a chance to go for it. That's an automatic first down out to the Denver 43-yard line. Clock at 8:29 here in the first quarter, and San Francisco at home ahead of the Broncos 7-0. Nix under center. Play fake. Sets in the pocket. Steps up. Now throws on the run. That ball caught. That's Dobbins on the sideline, who was bodied off his feet right into the Broncos sideline. Short gain of the play of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Well, he was looking for Cortland streaking down the far sideline, but he was well covered. So Nix went to the check down to Dobbins.
Bryce Huff had good pressure that time on Bo Nix. Bo, as we know, tough to sack. Only 24 times last year's rookie season. 2nd down now. Nix is operating under center. 2-by-2 the set. Changing the play now. He'll toss it left side, and this is Harvey looking for a block. Harvey runs himself out of bounds, takes a shove from Darrell Luter Jr. It's a gain of, let's call it a gain of 1.
Credit
short one.
Credit rookie Pat Bryant. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there and block on a run. He did a good job there on the edge.
Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 5 at the 47. Trips wide side right. Single receiver left as Nix is in the shotgun. Niners look like they're going to pressure. They don't. 4-man rush. Nix in the pocket. Bounces around. Throws the ball that is caught. And that'll be short of the first down. Good tackle there as Nix had to throw it short to Cortland Sutton. And Tatum Bethune was right there after the gain of 2 to make the tackle. And that brings up a 4th down and 3. Thought maybe they might go for it there. Close to midfield, but the Broncos will punt it away. And Junior Bergen is back deep, standing at the Niners' 10-yard line. I think, second thought, they want to see what Jeremy Crawshaw, the rookie punter, can do here. Snap is good. High kick. He didn't get all of it. Caught at the 15-yard line. Bergen steps out of a tackle and look out. 20, 25, 30. Bergen down the sideline, the Broncos sideline, forced out of bounds out over the 40-yard line. Tyler Bidet on the tackle, 36 yards on the punt, and a 28-yard return. We've got a timeout on the field. 6:18 left, first quarter. Niners have it for the second opportunity, ahead 7-0 over the Broncos. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Just like your car, the new iHeartRadio app now has presets.
Everything I listen to in one place.
You'll get all the news, talk, and sports when you need it.
It's the easiest way to listen to KOA.
Download or update our free iHeartRadio app today.
At Common Spirit Health, we don't just see a cancer diagnosis. We see you, and you don't have to do this alone. We believe you should be surrounded by your people, so you can keep them close while you get care close to home. Supported by our care team from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, and strengthened by treatment tailored to you. Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to cancer care. Find cancer care with human kindness close to you at mountain.commonspirit.org.
Smash Burger is heating up with the Summer of Smash. They're launching their $4.99 all-the-time value menu. That's right, $4.99 gets you one of 3 crave-worthy classics. The Juicy All-American Burger, the Stacked Deluxe Burger, or the bold new Americana Big Dog. No gimmicks, just flavor-packed favorites at a price that hits the spot all day, every day. And Smash Burgers are always fresh, never frozen, with certified Angus beef. So, smash your hunger and order now at smashburger.com and cure your game day cravings. Smashburger.com.
A video editor of Spanish language content is sought by Enjoy Productions, Inc., doing business as Enjoy Health Education in Longmont, Colorado, to organize and edit raw footage into a sequence of images according to scripts or instructions of directors and producers. Requirements are bachelor's plus 6 months experience and fluency in Spanish. Salary $56,784 per year. Email resume to kjames@enjoyhe.com.
Get Broncos games started right with the Broncos VIP tailgate by BullseyeEventGroup.com before every Broncos home game. Menu from Food Network chef Aaron May. All you can eat and drink for 3 hours. It's the Broncos VIP tailgate. Get tailgate tickets now at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Local news, local talk with Mandy Connell. Weekdays noon to 3 on KOA.
Back in Santa Clara, aside Rick Lewis, I'm Dave Logan. Susie Wargent down on the playing field. Preseason game number 1 with the Broncos on the road facing the Niners, and San Francisco ahead 7-0. Second opportunity for the Niners, and they start with excellent field position after the 28-yard kickoff return, punt return by Bergen. 1st and 10, San Francisco on their 43. Mac Jones shotgun snap, throws the outcut right side. That ball is caught by DeMarcus Robinson, grabbed and ushered into the Niners sideline by Brandon Jones. But that'll be a first down gain after the completion of 12 yards.
Mac Jones says his confidence has really come back because of Kyle Shanahan, and it's showing here early in this game. He looks sharp.
I mean, he was a first-round draft choice back in 2021. Straight I formation as Jones is under center. Now the fullback sets right. Play fake, and Jones will be hit and sacked. And that is Nick Bonito off the edge. Big play by the 4-year linebacker out of Oklahoma is Mac Jones with a play fake and then looked back to his left. By the time he turned around, he had a face full of number 15 in a white jersey. It's a loss of 6, second down and 16.
The tight end Luke Farrell missed his block, which gave Bonito a clear shot at the quarterback.
Jones now in the shotgun. 3 receivers in a tight bunch left. Single receiver right. 2nd and 16. Jones with pressure again. Tries to avoid Bonito off the edge. Steps up into a pocket full of white jerseys, and down he goes again. Bonito, I don't think, was touched on that one. He won't get credit for the sack. It's a loss of 1. Or maybe he will get credit. He might have been the first one in on that. Also, John Franklin Myers was there. It's 3rd down and 17.
Left tackle Spencer Burford, 4th year out of Texas San Antonio, got beat badly there by Bonito.
So they have a half sack each. Bonito and Franklin Myers, 3rd down and 17. Denver with 4 defensive backs dropping deep. Mac Jones facing pressure again. Jones steps out of another sack by Bonito. Now spins around, running for his life. He's all the way back inside the 25 and airmails this ball well over the entire sideline of teammates. Incomplete. That was Jonathan Cooper along with Nick Bonito. Both edge pass rushers. That time forcing Mac Jones to run for his life. Keep in mind, 24 sacks between the two of them last year. And there's the Broncos defense that we have sort of come to expect.
And it looks like 74 Burfords may have some number 15 nightmares tonight. Barely even got a hand on Bonito again.
Courtney Jackson is back deep. Jackson with a fair catch signal. Straddles the 10-yard line, makes it successfully. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. There was Thomas Morstead with the punt. A punt of 42 yards. We've got a timeout on the field. Denver's defense settles in, forces a 3 and out. Now the Broncos offense back on the field at Levi's Stadium. 4:08 left. First quarter, 7-0 Niners over the Broncos on the KOA Broncos radio network.
It's back to school today, which means another school year has begun. But before you know it, it'll be time to head off to college, which is why it's so important to start saving for college early. College Invest makes it easy with flexible savings plans. You'll benefit from a Colorado tax deduction, and savings can also be used for trade schools and apprenticeships nationwide. Do it now before another school year passes. collegeinvest.org. That's collegeinvest.org.
I'd like to take a minute and talk to you about Colorado Advanced Endovascular. You know, fellas, when we get a little bit older, enlarged prostates are pretty common, especially in men that are 50 years or older. Frequent urination, weak stream, we all know the symptoms, right? PAEs, prostate artery embolization, elevation. It's a minimally invasive outpatient procedure. What it does is target and reduce blood flow to the prostate, and then it shrinks over time. It's done through a tiny pinhole, and the good news is you get to go home the same day. Why choose Colorado Advanced Endovascular for this procedure? Top-tier interventional radiologists, and they've got advanced training in this. And really, just a cool atmosphere. Boutique-style, outpatient setting, comfortable, professional, very efficient, and you get personalized care and easy access, and that is not easy to find. They're located in Lakewood, and they serve the Denver metro area. So contact CAE for a consultation. Their phone number is 720-669-3036, or you can visit their website at coloradoae.com.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little Chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Every Broncos game all season long on KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
On again! Super Bowl!
Back in Santa Clara, Broncos football for their second opportunity. 4:08 left in this first quarter. And the Niners ahead 7-0. Denver starts this drive on their own 10-yard line. Nix is in the shotgun. He's got three receivers left. Troutman, the inside receiver. Vele and Mims outside of him. Nix throws the ball in the flat and too far out in front for R.J. Harvey. Incomplete. He would have had some yards, but too far out in front. Incomplete. Pressure that time from Chase Lucas, the nickel back, on Bo Nix.
Yeah, Harvey had a whole lot of real estate out in front of him if he could have got that ball on the run, especially. Nix rushed that throw a bit under pressure.
Sutton wide left. Three receivers to the right. Harvey resets to the right of Nix in the shotgun. Bo throws the ball out, swing pass, the screen pass. Harvey is hit in open field, and good tackle there as he's knocked down just shy of the 15-yard line. And it brings up a 3rd down and 6 after the gain of 4.
I'm not sure if we've seen tight end Evan Ingram out there. I've been looking. Our vantage point not great here at the stadium, but I don't believe he's played yet.
Marcus Sigel, the rookie out of Kansas State, in the last tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 6. J.K. Dobbins in now to the left of Nix in the shotgun. Shotgun snap, pressure on him. Bo swings out of trouble and forces a ball while in the end zone. Did that ball get past the line of scrimmage? I don't think it did, and that's, I think, it's going to be intentional grounding, which, if in the end zone, which it was, it'll be 2 points for San Francisco.
Offense, the enforcement of that penalty results in a safety.
So Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator, back here in San Francisco, and he's been aggressive in this first quarter. I mean, that was a nickel blitz who came untouched. That was Chase Lucas, and Lucas was on a dead run when Bo Nix spun around. He had to throw it away, and when he did, it did not reach the line of scrimmage, and it's 9-0 San Francisco. Let's pause for 10 seconds so the stations can identify themselves. This is the KOA Broncos radio network.
Broncos 49ers.
The preseason opener.
On KOA Denver, 850 AM.
94.1 FM.
And we'll tack it on with a timeout on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Want a summer escape? Escape to the mountains at Century Casino's 2 great locations in Colorado, Central City and Cripple Creek, for a chance to win a 2025 Harley-Davidson in August. 2 separate drawings happen on August 16th in Cripple Creek and August 31st in Central City. Plus, both locations will be giving away $10,000 at the end of the summer. Check out Century Casino websites for details. Escape this summer in our Summer Escape giveaways. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
You deserve care that's personal and recovery that gets you back to what you love. That's what you'll find at Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. From advanced orthopedic and spine surgery to personalized treatment plans, our expert surgeons and specially trained nursing staff are here to help you move forward, stronger than ever. Discover why we're Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital. Visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado Hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor or garage space or even your basement, you got to start from the ground up. Am I right? And that ground can be made more beautiful, durable, and just plain better with Keys Concrete Coatings. This isn't some cheap epoxy product you can buy at a big box store. This is a polyurea from Pentec, who's not only best in class, but stands behind their product with a lifetime warranty. This stuff is 4 times stronger than epoxy. It won't chip, peel, or fade, and it looks absolutely gorgeous in your garage, patio, pool deck, or even your basement or business. And there is a ton of colors to choose from, so you can get the right look for you. Right now, Keys Concrete Coatings is offering $100 off per garage bay, or $50 off per 100 square feet. Keys Concrete Coatings is a proud presenting sponsor of the 2025 Parade of Homes. Visit KeysConcreteCoatings.com. That's KeysConcreteCoatings.com, and tell them Mandy sent you.
Talk about the game as soon as it ends. Broncos react immediately after the game on KOA.
Bo Nix throwing the ball away in the end zone, cited for intentional grounding. He didn't give up a safety. The Broncos did in the entire regular season last year. But the Niners get 2 points here with 3:20 left in the opening quarter. It's 9-0 San Francisco. Ball teed up at the 20-yard line now. And it rolls off the tee, and I will stop the action momentarily. Dallas Flowers and Junior Bergen await this kickoff of Will Lutz back at the Niners' 5-yard line. Lutz from the 20, high end-over-end kick. Bergen underneath it at the 19 to the 20, 25. Bergen to the 30, and bodied off his feet at about the 35-yard line. Tackled there by Curtis Robinson of the Broncos.
Looking like the Broncos have their second-team defense in there now.
17 yards on that return. Niners start from their 36-yard line. Mac Jones has gone the entire way. Under center. Brings the fullback in motion. They run it left side. This is handoff to Patrick Taylor, and good job by that Broncos front on that snap. Not many lanes to run through. Big Malcolm Roach was there. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. The clock runs under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Beautiful day in Northern California. Game time temperature at kickoff was 86 degrees, and I mean not a cloud in the sky. Jones in the shotgun now. Taylor to his right, 3 receivers right. Quick screen right side, and Jones didn't make a good throw. And Jordan Watkins had to go down on a knee and could not scoop it off the turf, so it goes as an incomplete pass, and it brings up a 3rd down and 9.
Jonah Ellis was right there. Really quick reaction by number 52. He's a guy to watch this year, too.
Yeah, the rookie last year got hurt late in the season, but he still had 5 sacks.
Tremendous athlete.
3rd down and 9 now. Mac Jones trying to solidify his spot as the second-team quarterback here in a little bit of a battle, believe it or not, with Carter Bradley. Jones takes a low snap, deep drop, looks left, throws the out cut, and that ball is going to be intercepted, I believe. The ball was low, but I think this will be ruled as an interception. That is Jaquan McMillan. I thought the ball may have hit the ground. Mac Jones eyeballed that receiver in a double hitch before he threw it. Now it looked like Jaquan got underneath it. The pass intended for Jordan Watkins. So Watkins had a 50-yard reception on Jaquan on the first drive, and Jaquan comes back and makes a big play here. And so it will go as an interception. That's a Broncos interception. And $1,000 will go to Children's Hospital Colorado, courtesy of Int Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos.
Great reaction on the ball by McMillan to make that pick.
So Denver will start in San Francisco territory at the 49-yard line. Handoff, Harvey tries to circle the edge, and he does. Speedster down the Broncos sideline, takes a big shot, but got underneath it just enough, really not to get blasted out of bounds. The gain all the way to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 for the rookie. First down, Denver.
Looked like he wanted to cut that up inside.
That was Marcus Sigel, by the way, on the tackle.
And he went for the edge, and he had the speed to get around that edge. We haven't seen that in a while from a running back from the Broncos.
Nix in the shotgun walks up, re-identifies the Mike linebacker. He's got Harvey to his right. Double tight end set wing right, two receivers left. Quick bubble screen thrown left side. This will be caught and run out of bounds as Marvin Mims. Mims got a block from Cortland Sutton and ran out of bounds at the 35-yard line by Luter Jr. Gain of 3. First catch of the game from Marvin Mims. And the clock rolls towards the 92nd mark of this first quarter. Niners ahead of the Broncos, 9-0.
Rookie R.J. Harvey, 4 carries, 22 yards. It's 5.5 yards a carry. Off to a good start.
Mims outside of Vele in a slot right. Ingram's in the game now, tied in as Nix is in the shotgun. Here's the handoff as they fake the reverse to Mims. They handed it off. Marcus Sigel was right there and made the tackle on R.J. Harvey. Gain of a couple. Franklin comes in, so does J.K. Dobbins. Vele goes out, so does R.J. Harvey on this third down. Third down and 5 at the Niners' 33-yard line. Bailey inside of Mims, slot right. Franklin inside of Sutton, slot left as Nix is in the shotgun. Dobbins to his left, 3rd and 5. Niners have been very aggressive in terms of bringing people. They bring 5 here. Nix in the shotgun, floats one. He wants Franklin. Franklin has it knocked away from him at the 5-yard line. Incomplete. Troy Franklin had a step that time on the defender. That was Chase Lucas. And Rick, I think if that ball has a little more loft, that might very well have been a touchdown.
Yeah, and here on the near side, too, he had Cortland Sutton open, too, streaking down the hash marks. And he looked at Franklin the whole time to his right. A little bit underthrown. You're right, Dave.
Good protection that time by the offensive line. Here's a 4th and 5. Trips wide side right. Wide side left. Single receiver right. Nix in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Protection is good. Bo throws one high. Franklin goes up, makes the catch in between the hash marks. And as a first down, gets up and signals first down. Gain of 9 on 4th down and 5, and a nice catch by the second-year receiver out of Oregon, the former college teammate of Broncos quarterback Bo Nix.
And his confidence growing by the day. Had a really good scrimmage against the Niners here this week.
This is the end of the first quarter.
So we have come to the end of the first quarter, but the Broncos are on the move. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 24-yard line. After 1 from Santa Clara, it's the Niners 9, the Broncos nothing. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
He takes the handoff, running left. Terrell breaks the tackle. He's got it. There it is. Terrell Davis.
100 years.
Only the 4th player to go over 2,000 yards in a single season.
Of KOA.
Get Broncos games started right with the Broncos VIP tailgate by BullseyeEventGroup.com before every Broncos home game. Menu from Food Network chef Aaron May. All you can eat and drink for 3 hours. It's the Broncos VIP tailgate. Get tailgate tickets now at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Together, we're making life better for Coloradans, protecting wildlife and expanding our parks. Together, we're investing in better transportation options so Coloradans can get where they need to go. Together, Colorado's oil and natural gas industry, environmental groups, the governor, and Colorado state legislators put their differences aside to make all this happen. Together, we're building a better Colorado. Here, anything is possible.
Paid for by Coloradans for responsible energy development.
Elevate your home with 5280 Stone, Colorado's premier choice for luxury quartz and granite countertops. With over 15,000 satisfied customers, including hometown hero Philip Lindsay, 5280 Stone offers a stunning selection of quartz and natural stone countertops. As a hometown partner of the Denver Broncos with a 5.0 star review rating, you can count on the 5280 Stone team for dedicated service and exceptional craftsmanship. Visit 5280stone.com and elevate your expectations.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
We're back at Levi's Stadium. Niners up 9-0 in a moment for mental health. The pressures on adults and kids today are real. Some turn to drugs, but just because some drugs are legal, it doesn't mean they are less dangerous. Before the risks become real and before drugs turn your life and your family upside down, know there is help. You can quit. Shut out the stigma. Presented by Aurora Mental Health and Recovery, inspiring courage, building hope. For more information, visit auroramhr.org.
Along with Rick Lewis and Susie Wargin, I'm Dave Logan. We have come into the second quarter here. Niners lead the Broncos 9-0, but Denver with a 1st and 10. They move left to right in the second quarter from the San Francisco 24-yard line. Trips left. Lucas Kroll with Mims and Troutman. Troutman now will come in motion. Line up just outside Mike McGlinchey in the right tackle. With Sutton outside of him. Nick's under center. R.J. Harvey in the backfield takes the handoff. Tries to run the zone left side. Nice patient cut. We go for a gain of a couple. Sebastian Valdez, the rookie out of Washington, who's undrafted this year, in on that tackle. Gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8.
We've seen he's got good vision, Dave, already running the football. Really took his time there waiting for that hole to open up.
Again, tight trips right. Sutton by himself, wide left. They hand it off Harvey, patiently at right side, tries to step outside, and there's where the rookie got a little bit greedy. And Dallas Flowers came up from his cornerback spot, had the angle, and knocked him down back at the 23-yard line, a loss of 1. He had made a similar play a few plays ago, but in this league, you just don't make a living out of taking a play and trying to bounce it all the way outside. Denver 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Dobbins in the game now to the left of Nix in the shotgun. 2-by-2 the set. Niners look like they're going to be in a cover 2 deep safeties. They rush forward, drop 7. Nix throws the ball in the end zone. Pass will be incomplete. He wanted Sutton. And Sutton actually was well covered that time by Darrell Luter Jr., 3rd-year corner out of South Alabama.
Going for that 50-50 ball in the end zone. Nick stared down Sutton, let it rip, and they come up short.
So Lutz will see this ball spotted near hash at the 32, an attempt of 42 yards. Will with plenty of height and distance, and it is good from 42. So the first points of the 2025 preseason for the Broncos on the board as Will Lutz connects from 42 yards out, and we've got a timeout with 13:38 left in the first half. It's now San Francisco 9, Denver 3 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. See your Colorado Chevy dealer.
Smash Burger is heating up with the Summer of Smash. They're launching their $4.99 all-the-time value menu. That's right, $4.99 gets you one of 3 crave-worthy classics. The juicy All-American Burger, the Stacked Deluxe Burger, or the bold new Americana Big Dog. No gimmicks, just flavor-packed favorites at a price that hits the spot all day, every day. And Smash Burgers are always fresh, never frozen, with certified Angus beef. So, smash your hunger and order now at smashburger.com and cure your game day cravings. Smashburger.com.
Community. You know it when you feel it. It's the roar of the crowd. It's the hot dogs, high fives, and how a ball game feels like home. I'm Sean Ostoff, president of Bank of Colorado. We know baseball brings us together, and so does a community bank. That's why we're proud to be the official bank of the Colorado Rockies, rooting for community on and off the field. Bank of Colorado, there's only one. Member FDIC.
You can't see comfort, but you can feel it. Let Carrier provide the ultimate comfort in your home. With unmatched reliability, innovation, and efficiency, Carrier products deliver premium solutions year-round. From heating and cooling to healthier indoor air and full control with the touch of a button, Carrier is the expert in home comfort. With over 120 years of changing how we live, work, and play. Visit CarrierColorado.com to find a local Carrier expert and feel the comfort. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
Flowers and Bergen back deep as we welcome you back to Santa Clara, waiting the kickoff of Will Lutz. 9-3 San Francisco, as Lutz has the Broncos on the board from 42 yards out. Two-step approach, high kick into the end zone, and Niners will not bring it out. So that ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line.
The NFL loves this dynamic kickoff. It's now permanent in the league. They still want to get more returns on these kickoffs, but they're really happy with how concussions went down last year, especially on kickoffs.
What they're not going to be happy with if you're on the kickoff team is that now with that touchback, the Niners will start from the 35-yard line. Tonight's game presented by Empower. Get good at money so you can be a little bit bad. Invest well at Empower.com. I know you want to try to get more offense in the game. The jury's still out for me about the 35-yard line. Shotgun snap now. And in the game is Carter Bradley at quarterback. He turns, hands off, running left side out to the 40-yard line. That is Kiner, hit there by safety P.J. Locke.
Big hole there. Stepped out of a tackle, or would-be tackle, by Dondre Tillman.
So Corey Kiner with that carry. Undrafted rookie out of the University of Cincinnati. Carter Bradley was under center forever.
Number 17, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So they get Jordan Watkins jumping off sides, but that's... You only have so much time, I think, when you're up at the line of scrimmage, whether you're an offensive lineman or anybody else. You hate to see wide receivers jump off, but it looked like Carter Bradley was a little unsure in terms of what he wanted to do or when he wanted the ball.
First year out of South Alabama.
2nd and 10 now, ball at the 35-yard line, and Bradley's in the shotgun. Shotgun snap, looks right, throws right. That ball caught, and there's the first tackle by Jahdae Barron. Jahdae Barron with a good open field tackle on Russell Gage Jr., who's been around the league for quite some time. Gain of 6. Gage Jr., the 7-year wide receiver out of LSU, and Jahdae Barron, get used to hearing that name. That's the rookie out of Texas for the Broncos, their first-round draft choice this past spring, 20th overall. And a guy, Rick, that has looked really good in camp and came into the Broncos organization regarded as a really smart, versatile player.
Solid open field tackle right there.
3rd down and 4 now, ball at the 41-yard line. Bradley in the shotgun, 4-man rush. Bradley in trouble, rolls to his right, being chased, and will throw the ball away as he's forced out of bounds, incomplete. Good job there by the Bronco front. Justin Strnad was giving chase. And the Niners are going to have to punt it away. 3 and out by the Bronco defense. Courtney Jackson is back deep, awaiting the kick of Thomas Morstead. I'd say the stadium is maybe half full. Would that be accurate?
That's a positive way to look at it.
Charitable?
Half full, yeah. There's some orange in the stadium. We see some Broncos fans here.
Morstead, very high kick. Jackson underneath it at the 20. Sidesteps one, sidestep two, and he is loose, 25-30. Here goes Jackson over the 40. Jackson pulled down from behind at the 45-yard line. Courtney Jackson, we've told you about him, the rookie out of Arkansas State. Undrafted, not very big, 5'11 and 179. Jalen Graham with the tackle. 39 yards on the punt and 25 yards on the return. Timeout on the field, 11:31 to go. First half, Denver's football. 1st and 10 at their 45-yard line. Niners ahead, 9-3 in the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
At Common Spirit Health, we don't just see a cancer diagnosis. We see you, and you don't have to do this alone. We believe you should be surrounded by your people, so you can keep them close while you get care close to home. Supported by our care team from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, and strengthened by treatment tailored to you. Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to cancer care. Find cancer care with human kindness close to you at mountain.commonspirit.org.
I just saw 2 houses for sale. Same neighborhood, almost identical, but one had an Orchard sign and it sold for way more. So I asked my friends at Orchard, why? The first house used a traditional agent. After weeks of price drops and frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard and got more. Their local Orchard agent didn't just list a home. They marketed it. They knew exactly which upgrades would attract serious buyers and brought in a pro to handle everything. And even more, with Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, the homeowner moved into their new home before their old one even hit the market. They skipped all the hassles and showings. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard, the smarter, faster, hassle-free way to buy your new home, even before your old home sells. Start with Orchard's free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
Hey, Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Broncos Country listens to Broncos Radio, KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
Back in Santa Clara, Denver's football, first time we've seen Jared Stidham tonight, second team offensive line of the game, 1st and 10 at the Denver 45-yard line. Stidham fakes the toss left, rolls right, throws the ball behind Lucas Kroll, who can't readjust on what would have been a really tough catch, incomplete at midfield. That's when Jarrett's got him wide open. Just get him the football, let him run. This break in the action, by the way, brought to you by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. Jared Stidham did not throw a pass in the regular season last year. There were 3 passes thrown other than from Bo Nix. Cortland Sutton was 2 for 2, and Riley Dixon was 1 for 1. Stidham will turn, hand to Jaleel McLaughlin, and McLaughlin is hit down from behind as they were running stretch to the right side. That was Kalia Davis. Davis, the 6th-round draft choice of San Francisco back in 22, gain of 2, and it brings up a 3rd down and 8. Clock is at 11:10 and running here, second quarter.
Bo Nix, 6 out of 11 in the game, 31 yards. He's now on the sidelines. Looked a little bit off here today. Missed a couple of open receivers short.
Tight trips left. Kroll, Vele, and Pat Bryant inside out. Franklin by himself wide right. Stidham in the shotgun. Jared a deep drop. Throws the ball wide open. This pass inside San Francisco territory. That is Pat Bryant, the rookie out of Illinois. 3rd-round draft choice. Marcus Sigel on the tackle, but it's a gain of 12 on 3rd down and 5.
Rookie not afraid to go over the middle. Lined up on the left side. Just a crosser to the right. Wide open. Stidham hits him on the run.
He's had a good camp. You could tell just from the comments after he was drafted how much Sean Payton really likes the youngster out of Illinois, just likes the qualities he brings to this team. Stidham under center will turn handoff off that right side. And this is a good run from Tyler Bidet. Bidet, the second-year running back out of Missouri, got injured last year. At one point was the starting running back for the Broncos. But that's a healthy gain of, let's call it 8 on 1st and 10.
Not only did he have a nice hole to run through up the middle, just didn't hesitate at all, just popped right through that line. We saw him do that last year. Broncos had high hopes for him last year, and he got hurt in that Jets game.
Had only 11 carries on the season for 86 yards. 2nd down and 2, double tight end set wing left. Here's the handoff again. Bidet makes a defender miss in the backfield, then has enough speed to get to the edge on the left side. He's got a first down as he's banged down at the 27-yard line. Really nifty footwork from Bidet. That was Tatum Bethune who missed the tackle. And Bidet goes for 7, and the sticks will move. The clock is at 9:10 and counting in the second quarter from Levi Stadium here in Santa Clara. San Francisco ahead of the Broncos 9-3, and Denver on the move. 1st and 10 at the Niners 27. Stidham in the shotgun, Bidet to his right. Pair of receivers on each side of the formation. Shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Stidham in the pocket, steps up, hits the check down. It's bobbled once and then reclaimed and caught right at the 25-yard line, and that was Tyler Bidet. We've got an injured Niner, I believe. That's Tatum Bethune, who was involved in the tackle and then just stayed down on one knee. They'll call it a gain of 3. And we'll take a timeout and see how he is. 8:32 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout with the Niners ahead of the Broncos 9-3 in the KOA Broncos radio network. You can transform your backyard into a personal oasis with high-altitude hot tubs, Denver's trusted source for American-made luxury spas. Hi, it's Dave Logan. Whether you're looking to unwind after a long day or maybe entertain in style, they've got the perfect hot tub for you. With their expert installation and top-tier service, relaxation is just a soak away. Save up to $3,000 on every hot tub during their high-altitude summer sale, going on right now. Visit their showrooms in Westminster or Centennial, or online at highaltitudehottubs.com. Elevate your comfort with high-altitude hot tubs.
Have you ever known you really needed to do something but put it off? Mine was getting checked for hearing loss. Hey, it's Jerry Schimmel. I put off a hearing test literally for years. Then I found Hearing Healthcare Centers. And now I have my hearing back. The staff at Hearing Healthcare Centers took all the embarrassment away and educated me not just on hearing help, but hearing rehab. And I can hear again, and I couldn't be more satisfied. If you feel like you have hearing loss, please check out Hearing Healthcare Centers. They have 4 convenient locations across the Front Range. HearingHealthCareCenters.com.
Pella's been making windows and doors since 1925. That's 100 years of keeping the heat out, the cold in, and the neighbors jealous. Call Pella's Denver showroom today for a free estimate. Ask about our special 100-year anniversary offer of buy one window and get one 50% off. And 12 months, no interest and no payments. Experience the difference with windows designed to elevate your living space. Whether it's casement, awning, or custom windows, Pella's Selections offers something for every style. Call 855-85-PELLA or PellaDenver.com.
Homeownership is possible with a trusted partner.
It brings us a lot of joy to be able to say that this house is our own and that we've poured our hearts into making it our own.
Alyssa and Ryan are among the more than 155,000 people Chaffa has helped become homeowners since 1974. It starts with homebuyer education and connecting you with a statewide network of participating lenders. Get started at chfainfo.com/yourhome. Chaffa is an equal housing lender.
Local, national, worldwide. Colorado's Morning News at 5 on KOA.
We're back, 8:36 to go. Second quarter. 2nd and 7, Denver. Handoff to Bidet off right guard. Bidet with the Jaleel McLaughlin. Spins out of a tackle. Penalty flag thrown. McLaughlin is right to the pylon. Pulled out of bounds at the 2. 22 yards on the run, but the penalty flag from behind the play. Derek Canteen saved a touchdown for San Francisco. Carl Sheffers again is today's
holding.
Official.
Number 13, offense, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's Pat Bryant, the rookie. He gets called for the holding call. Chevy Sideline Report. Once again, let's check in with Susie.
Dave, the Broncos bench is finally in the shade, offering a little bit of relief down here just in time for the starting offensive line to put on their baseball caps. I'm looking at Quinn Miners and Ben Powers, Mike McGlinchey in their caps, but there are some guys staying very plugged in. Garrett Bowles has a radio on right now. Bo Nix keeping that helmet on, presumably so he can listen, and Alex Singleton also on a radio.
Second down and 11 now from the 28. McLaughlin stays in the game to the right of Stidham. 2-by-2 the set. 4-man rush. Stidham in trouble now. Tries to climb the pocket and is buried and fumbled the football. Broncos, I believe, recovered. Down by contact, but it'll be a sack. Loss of 4, and it brings up a third down as Robert Beal Jr. on the sack. Looking for more power, capability, and technology? With Chevy trucks, you're ready for anything. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Looked like that ball came out.
Yep, they said he's down by contact, but I, at least from here, thought the ball was out as well. Third down and call it 15 now. Stidham with Bidet back in the game to his left. 3 receivers right. Jared steps up in the pocket, floats to his left, points downfield, now decides to run. Stidham makes a nice move, cuts back inside. He's inside the 15. He's got a first down on a 3rd and 15 scamper. Alfred Collins makes the tackle, but Jared Stidham goes for 18 yards and a first down. Pressure that time by C.J. West.
Well, he had nobody open. He pulled it down, running to his left. I was thinking maybe he might just run out of bounds. He didn't. He cut it back inside.
Made a good move. And he made Stone Blanton, the linebacker, completely whiff. Clock at 6:41. It runs 1st and 10 from the 14 for the Broncos. They run counter left side. This is Bidet again. And Bidet just squeezes inside the 10-yard line. And that's a 5-yard gain. It just seems like every time he touches the ball, it's a 5-yard gain or more. And an interesting play there is the Broncos bought Trent Sherfield in motion, and then he turned up and actually led Bidet. Sherfield is an excellent blocker, obviously, excellent special teams player. 2nd and 5 from the Niners' 9-yard line. 11th play of the drive. Denver down 9-3. They toss it right side. Bidet looks to get a block. He's hit from behind. He's spun down. And that'll be a loss of a couple. That was Luke Gifford along with Marcus Sigel. That was McLaughlin, not Bidet. Excuse me. 28 and 38 exchanging opportunities here quite a bit in the second quarter. So McLaughlin on that last carry. Loss of 2, and it brings up a 3rd down and 7 with the line of scrimmage now just outside the Niners' 11-yard line. Clock is at 5:29. It runs. San Francisco scored the first 9 points of the game. The Broncos have tacked on a field goal, 9-3. Stidham in the gun. Snap. Jared looks right. In trouble. And he's going to be sacked and pulled down back at the 14-yard line. That was a 4-man rush. And it was Kalia Davis again out of Central Florida.
I think he wanted Bryant again on another crosser left to right. He didn't break free, didn't get open. He had to eat it.
So this ball will be spotted near hash at the 22, an attempt of 32 yards for Will Lutz. And Lutz, plenty of height, splits the uprights. We've got, we'll keep it right here. So with 4:35 left in the first half, it's now San Francisco 9 and Denver 6.
And Denver Broncos football powered by Verizon 5G here at Levi Stadium. The stadium opened in 2014. Of course, the Broncos won Super Bowl 50 here. Broncos fans will never forget that. And they have these lounge chairs, kind of look like massage chairs, on each end zone, a whole row of them.
I need to get in one.
I wonder We could do the second half from there. You bringing a change? They look like massage chairs to me.
I'm not sure the vantage point from there would be any more of a challenge than where we are, but I think we're better off up here.
Yeah, we're in the far corner of the end zone.
What a beautiful stadium, though. They spent $200 million in the offseason in renovations. They've got a huge, absolutely huge jumbotron. Flowers and Bergen again. From the 5, 10, 15. This is Bergen. 20, 25. Out of the 30-yard line. Knocked down there, and Niners will have 4 minutes and 29 seconds to operate here in the first half. 26 yards on the return.
Really is a nice setting. You can see the foothills in the background, looking east here of the stadium. Nice, beautiful summer day.
Carter Bradley, the first-year player out of South Alabama, his second series. Starting from their 31-yard line, he's in the shotgun. Quick throw, right side. That ball is caught. Jahdae Barron made a good break in the football. A good contact. Couldn't knock it away from Jordan Watkins. It'll go as a short gain of 3, bringing up 2nd down and 7.
Man, he put a good hit on him, too. Jahdae Barron's going to be a really fun player to watch there in the back end of this defense. He looks real confident already.
Bradley under center now. Tight trips left on 2nd and 7. Double tight end, and they toss it left. Pulled down from behind is Corey Kiner. You can hear from the sideline, one of the folks on the San Francisco sideline said we missed the down block. Gain of 3, by the way. Tackle there by Jonah Ellis, second-year linebacker for the Broncos, and it brings up a 3rd down and 4 as we are under 3:30 and counting, second quarter.
Niners just 4 first downs here in the first half. Broncos have 7.
Yeah, the Denver defense settled in after that opening touchdown drive by San Francisco. Bradley facing 4-man pressure, throws a ball that is going to be intercepted right in the middle of the field. He threw a ball, and it was picked off by Kareem Reed, rookie out of Utah. Linebacker just jumped up and then snatched it out of midair.
Yeah, there wasn't a 49er receiver within about 5 or 6 yards of that throw.
I think you got fooled there. Reed was up in the line of scrimmage, and then at the snap, dropped straight back. And the Broncos have their second turnover, second interception of the half. Down the sideline, here's Susie Wargy.
You know, Dave, I just had the whole defense right in front of me. John Franklin Myers, who is one of the guys that, the Broncos have been methodically extending contracts. JFM and Nick Benito, 2 of the ones that are left. And he's over here with a little dry erase board putting Go Broncos on there. So even though he's not out there, he's still being a cheerleader and supporting.
Always love that. Denver starts this drive on the Niner 35-yard line. Straight I formation behind Jared Stidham. They hand it off. Bidet with a big hole right side. A nice cut. Bidet behind a block from Troy Franklin. Picks up good yardage inside the 30. Called a gain of 7. And that was Marcus Sigel in on the tackle.
Troy Franklin got just enough of his guy on that block, and that's something you like to see your young wide receivers do. Be willing to get out there and block on a run.
Yep. You also like to see them move their feet, right? Don't be standing there trying to block with your feet in the ground. Here's the handoff. Bidet tries to get the edge on the left side, and the speedster will have a first down as he stiff arms the defender while running out of bounds. That was Darrell Luter Jr. But Tyler Bidet, a gain of 5. Sticks will move. First down Denver inside the Niner 25 to the 23. And that should bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Nice jump cut to his left. He's quicker than you think.
He is.
The 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning time here in Santa Clara. We'll take a timeout. The Niners lead the Broncos 9-6. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Want a summer escape? Escape to the mountains at Century Casino's two great locations in Colorado, Central City and Cripple Creek, for a chance to win a 2025 Harley-Davidson in August. Two separate drawings happen on August 16th in Cripple Creek and August 31st in Central City. Plus, both locations will be giving away $10,000 at the end of the summer. Check out Century Casino websites for details. Escape this summer in our Summer Escape giveaways. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Start your back-to-school shopping at Johnson Auto Plaza this year, and your kids will be feeling too cool for school when you drop them off in a beautiful new Ram, Chevy, or GMC truck or SUV. With more new vehicles than your preschooler can count, you get the big store selection and the friendly small-town customer service at Johnson Auto Plaza. Experience the power of the plaza. Johnson Auto Plaza, just north of E470 on Highway 85, johnsonautoplaza.com.
Juicy, tender, and absolutely delicious. Redbird Farms chicken now comes with a tasty teriyaki sauce packet. Whether you're dunking the French chicken drumsticks on your fancy night or tossing the party wings in the sauce for game day, Redbird Farms brings exciting flavor home. Redbird Farms chicken with teriyaki sauce. Saucy, tasty, and so unbelievably good.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Available at Safeway.
Elevate your home with 5280 Stone, Colorado's premier choice for luxury quartz and granite countertops. With over 15,000 satisfied customers, including hometown hero Philip Lindsay, 5280 Stone offers a stunning selection of quartz and natural stone countertops. As a hometown partner of the Denver Broncos with a 5.0 star review rating, you can count on the 5280 Stone team for dedicated service and exceptional craftsmanship. Visit 5280stone.com and elevate your expectations.
With NFL Plus, keep the NFL in reach. Stream live out-of-market preseason games, live local and primetime games on mobile during the regular and postseason, and NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games. With NFL Plus Premium, watch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon during the regular season on NFL Red Zone. And for a limited time, save 20% on an annual NFL Plus Premium subscription. Offer ends September 15th. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
Local news, local talk with Ross Kaminsky. Weekdays, 9 to noon on KOA.
Broncos have 8 first downs in this first half, 4 by rushing at the 2-minute mark, 9-6 San Francisco. We invite you to stay tuned for the halftime show presented by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development, developing Colorado's energy, building Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org. First and 10, Denver, moving left to right at the Niners 23. Shotgun snap. Stidham swings one out. This is a catch and run by Jaleel McLaughlin. And McLaughlin is spun into the Niners sideline by Tatum Bethune after the 5-yard catch and run. Second down and 5. Got out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:54 left. Denver has 3 timeouts left, so do the Niners.
Tight end Lucas Kroll got out there, made a block. McLaughlin cut to the inside of that block, picked up some nice yards.
Kroll's in at tight end. He's attached on the right side. They bring Franklin behind. They fake it to him. Now they throw it to him in the flat. He's got nobody to block and a couple of defenders sitting there waiting on him. Chase Lucas was the first there for San Francisco. That's no gain on the play. Third down and 5.
There's no timeout on the field.
So the clock had stopped. You just heard the voice of Carl Sheffers, the referee. Say there was no timeout called on the field, but Franklin got out of bounds. Third and 5 at the 18. Trips right side. Bidet back in the game to the left of Stidham. He's got Pat Bryant by himself tight left. Shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Stidham throws the outcut. It is caught, stepping out of bounds with a first down is Pat Bryant. His second catch, that one inside the Niners 10 with Darrell Luter on the coverage. Good throw there by Jared Stidham. Gain of 9 on 3rd and 5. Sticks move, first down and goal, Denver.
Had Franklin wide open, too, over the middle. Threw that one on a rope.
McLaughlin back in the game to the right of Stidham. Bryant inside of Franklin, slot right, 2 tight ends to the left side. Stidham throws the ball. That pass is caught inside the 5-yard line. Nice catch there. That's Devon Vele with the catch.
San Francisco.
And the Niners are going to take a timeout with 1:33 to go as the Broncos are knocking on the door. Nick Martin in on that last tackle. Vele, who last year just had an excellent rookie campaign, 41 catches, 3 of those went for touchdowns, has been battling back from an undisclosed type injury, leg injury of some sort. I think he's close. He's been wearing a sleeve almost every single day, a sleeve on that left leg, but sure-handed, tough rookie, good size, 6'5" and 210 pounds. 7th-round pick last year.
That's his first catch of the game. First target, first catch.
Stidham under center, and I think the Broncos may have jumped. Let's see.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
It is preseason. Carl Sheffers did not give us the number. It was Alex Palczewski. Another player providing depth for the Broncos. They really like him. He's 3rd-year tackle out of Illinois, undrafted back in 2023. So 2nd down and goal now from the 8. 1:35 left. McLaughlin to the right of Stidham. He goes in motion early. Stidham in the pocket. Protection's unbelievable. Wide open receiver. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. That is Lucas Kroll. You couldn't be more open. An 8-yard touchdown pass. And when I tell you, from 8 yards out, there was not a red jersey within 10 yards of him.
All the other Broncos receivers went on routes to the right, and Kroll just drifted out to the left, and obviously a breakdown in coverage there by the Niners. Yeah, he was probably about open 15 yards, maybe 15 yards, the nearest defender.
And the Broncos bounce in front with exactly 90 seconds remaining in the first half as Will Lutz knocks the extra point through.
Jason Stidham comes in 7 out of 8, 43 yards and a touchdown.
I think he's looked sharp.
Real sharp, yes.
Thrown the ball well. Scampered on a 3rd down and 15. Ran for 18 yards. Made a nice move on the run.
Stidham now in his 6th year already out of Auburn. Former 4th-round pick by New England. Broncos feel real good about him as their QB2, and they should. Solid, he's got a lot of experience.
3rd consecutive possession, the Broncos have scored. That was a 35-yard drive set up by the Reed interception. Kickoff. Abdullah, this is Flowers, by the way, on the kickoff return. Flowers knocked down shy of the 25-yard line. Better kick that time by Will Lutz. So you don't want to kick that in the end zone because they take a knee and they start at the 35-yard line. So that one had height and was fielded inside the 5. You got to bring it out. And then you let your kickoff coverage team do a good job. And San Francisco, after the 20-yard return, will start at their 25-yard line, moving right to left. They've got 1:24 left in this half and 2 timeouts.
Delaire and Turner yell on the tackle, trying to make this football team on special teams.
Carter Bradley with the handoff, and this is Corey Kiner, the rookie out of Cincinnati, off the left side.
First charge timeout.
Hit there by Jordan Jackson, the Air Force Academy product. A gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Please set the game clock to 1:21. 1-2-1, please.
So Carter Bradley is the son of former Jacksonville head coach Gus Bradley.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who is here on the staff.
And he was born in Fargo, North Dakota. Let's see, who else was born in Fargo, North Dakota?
I would say Roger Maris.
Yeah, but there's somebody else. He played in the NFL for the Browns.
Yeah, I can't remember that.
Logan. A guy named Dave Logan.
Yeah. Didn't spend a lot of time in Fargo, or so my mom told me. Of course, she was born and raised in Texas. I was there for less than a year because she said that was way too cold. 2nd and 8 at the 27.
That was a smart move.
Yes, quick throw, right side, pass is caught, but really nice job of the Bronco defense hustling over on the design screen.
Second charge timeout, Denver.
That ball was caught by Russell Gage Jr. and Q Robinson. There's another name for Broncos fans to remember. Q Robinson hustled over, makes the tackle, a gain of 2. He's the 4th-round draft choice this spring from Alabama. 6'4" and 245.
He's been banged up a bit in camp. I wasn't sure he was even going to play here tonight. And that's a guy that a lot of people are excited about. Getting drafted out of the 4th round. Had an injury last year with Alabama that cut his season short, but he was off to a great start. Rushing the quarterback.
Played a lot of special teams at Alabama. Yeah, Denver's excited about him. Here's a 3rd and 11. The Broncos have a timeout. Maybe they'll get the ball back. 1:16 left. Bradley deep drop. Throws a ball that is knocked away at the 35-yard line. Incomplete. That ball intended for Jordan Watkins, and Chris Abrams-Drain made a great break in the ball, knocked it away. He's kind of been a forgotten guy, but played some last year as a rookie, 5th-round draft choice out of Missouri, and he's had a good camp.
Yeah, that secondary is so deep. Yeah, you don't talk about Chris Abrams-Drain too much, but he can play. I think he showed that last year. He belongs out there.
3rd consecutive drive, the Niners have gone 3 and out. And so Courtney Jackson is back deep, waiting the kick of Thomas Morstead. Jackson underneath it with room to run to 33, 35. And he's going to be swarmed under at the 38-yard line. He had a 25-yard return earlier in the game. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. 10 seconds coming up next on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Broncos 49ers.
The preseason opener.
Go one! On KOA Denver, 8:50 a.m.
94.1 FM.
Millen interception. That's a 4th straight drive that the Niners have been 3 and out. So see what Jared Stidham can do here. 2-by-2 the set. Stidham's in the gun. Takes the snap, deep drop, now flush to his right, throws on the run. That pass is caught by Tyler Bidet, but he had to turn back into the playing field to make the catch. And the clock will continue to run out to the 45-yard line with a gain of 6. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Stidham has him up. Nick Martin on the last tackle. Snap and a deep drop. Steps away from edge pressure. Throws a ball that is caught and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. With a good catch is Sherfield. Spot him at the 36 to be exact. Derek Canteen on the tackle, but a really good throw by Jared Stidham. 19 yards on the play. 1st down Denver at the Niners' 36-yard line. They still have 33 seconds to go and 1 timeout.
Is Sherfield the guy that does everything? Special teams, he can catch the ball like he just showed right there. He's a good blocker.
Michael Gandy in the game. He and Pat Wright, the rookie, in a slot left. 2 receivers right, including Lucas Kroll inside of Sherfield. Long snap count. Stidham takes the snap, drops, loads it up, home run ball. Wants Sherfield down the sideline. Sherfield makes the catch. Touchdown, Denver. He did an excellent job of bodying the defender, Dallas Flowers, just enough with his left arm to create a little separation, and then got both feet down in bounds on a ball that was perfectly thrown over the outside shoulder. 36 yards on the catch. He bobbled it a bit when he caught it. Every score obviously will be reviewed.
Yeah, and I don't know how he got both feet in.
That's a heck of a throw and a terrific catch.
Textbook catch.
And a pro receiver's job of getting, as you said, Rick, getting both feet down while you're almost parallel to the ground.
We were just talking about him. He's a guy that can do everything.
The on-field ruling of a touchdown is under review.
Well, I think, and they spent a lot of money on this Jumbotron, right? $200 million in renovations. They're going to get a chance, and that was really a great shot there. The left foot, it looked like you could see a sliver of green where his left foot hit. The question will be, I said he bobbled it just a bit as he was going to the end zone. The question is, did he reclaim it with that left foot down?
Looking at it again, I'm going to say yeah. What an athletic play that was by Sherfield. 8th year out of Vanderbilt.
He's been impressive in camp. And again, you know, when he was signed, everybody talked about he's going to be a great special teams guy. He'll replace Traymon Smith, who was so good for them for the most part last year in special teams. He might be more than that.
He can do, I think, a whole lot more. Yeah, they've loved what they've seen from him at training camp.
Just a pro job at just creating a little separation. When you have a chance to watch this in the highlights, should this play stand, his left arm creates just enough separation, and he doesn't.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Touchdown.
I'm happy for Trent Sherfield on that, because that's a highlight reel catch. And again, just a great job, veteran job of understanding the leverage point of a receiver and where you can get away a little bit with a bounce of a defender, and that's down low, not extending your arms up at the shoulder pad. Will Lutz with the extra point up and good. And the Broncos at one point down 9-0. Now with 26 seconds to go in the first half, ahead of the Niners 20-9.
Jarrett Stidham's going to be happy with his work today. 10 out of 11, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Got a rating of 145.6 right now. He'd probably be pretty happy to take the second half off after that start. He's looked real sharp. So Broncos fans, Broncos country getting a chance to see some of these new players. And I think they like what they've seen from guys like Sherfield, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin.
Will Lutz with a short kick, picked up on a bounce. This is Abdullah out of the 30-yard line.
Broncos up 20-9 now after a slow start. Broncos 2s and 3s offensively really come through here in the first half.
Niners have 2 timeouts left, starting from their 30-yard line. Bradley back on each side, pressured now, flushed, rolls to his right, being hit, fumbles the football, but it bounces out of bounds into the Broncos sideline. Great pressure that time by the defensive front. That was Jordan Jackson again, who's had good plays. Here's a penalty flag for intentional grounding, I believe.
Intentional grounding, number 14, offense, 10-yard penalty, loss of down. That foul also involves a 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 3 seconds. The clock will start on my Correction, San Fran will use a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff.
It is preseason for all of us, for sure. Denver's had 25 snaps in the second quarter. 21 of those have come in Niners territory. So 13 seconds to go. Niners have to use the timeout. Still shows 2 on the board, but I believe there's 1. Bradley with a pair of receivers on each side. He's going to hand it off to Minor. Minor with a good run off that left side. Knocked off his feet at that point by Kareem Reed.
Second charge timeout, San Francisco. A 30-second timeout.
And the Niners are going to get every bit of this first half out of him. You want to see as many snaps as you can so you can evaluate players. So I understand that. 6 seconds to go. 3rd down and 12. 10-yard run that time.
Looking around the stadium here, it went from half full to maybe 1/3 full. And Bay Area fans have a lot of good things you can do up here in the Bay Area.
I've heard.
Rather than watch a preseason game, especially when you're losing 20-9.
This should be the last snap of the first half. 3rd down and 12. Unless we have an incomplete pass. Got a screen. Minor makes the catch. Runs out of bounds right at 000. And that will
the end of the first
be
half.
the end of the first half. So the Broncos down 9-0 here early. Bounce back with 20 consecutive points, all scored in the second quarter. And at halftime from Santa Clara, it's Denver 20, San Francisco 9 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
It's back to school today, which means another school year has begun. But before you know it, it'll be time to head off to college, which is why it's so important to start saving for college early. College Invest makes it easy with flexible savings plans. You'll benefit from a Colorado tax deduction, and savings can also be used for trade schools and apprenticeships nationwide. Do it now before another school year passes. collegeinvest.org. That's collegeinvest.org.
Get Broncos games started right with the Broncos VIP tailgate by BullseyeEventGroup.com before every Broncos home game. Menu from Food Network chef Aaron May. All you can eat and drink for 3 hours. It's the Broncos VIP tailgate. Get tailgate tickets now at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Hi, this is Marvin Mims. Behind every highlight reel catch, there are countless hours of practice, study, and coaching. When your mind is right, everything else can come together. If you feel like your mental health could be better, it might be time to find your own support system. Check out Aurora Mental Health and Recovery. They've been helping people overcome life's challenges for over 50 years. Visit auroramhr.org today. That's auroramhr.org. Aurora Mental Health and Recovery. Inspiring courage, building hope.
You deserve care that's personal and recovery that gets you back to what you love. That's what you'll find at Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. From advanced orthopedic and spine surgery to personalized treatment plans, our expert surgeons and specially trained nursing staff are here to help you move forward, stronger than ever. Discover why we're Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital. Visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado Hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
A careless driver caused your crash. Life just got a lot more expensive. At Berg Simpson, your consultation is absolutely free. Help starts with a phone call to us.
Call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com.
Stay in the know with Marty Lenz and Gina Gondek. Colorado's Morning News on KOA.
Welcome to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development, building Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org. I'm Ryan Edwards. Broncos lead the San Francisco 49ers 22-9, but it was a tough start. Early on, the 49ers offense, led by Mac Jones, moved right down the field, a 50-yard completion to Jordan Watkins, and then this 5-yard touchdown run by Patrick Taylor.
Jones hands it off running left, circling, trying to get to the edge, and he will do so. That is Patrick Taylor Jr. with the game's first points, a touchdown run of 5 yards. Riley Moss could not run him down, and the Niners, an impressive drive, had one big play, the Mac Jones 50-yard strike to Jordan Watkins. But the first points of the game, and with 10:41 left in the opening quarter. San Francisco is ahead 6-0.
All right, so the Broncos now in an early hole. We're not used to seeing that with this defense, but they did battle back because Nick Bonito still plays.
Play fake, and Jones will be hit and sacked. And that is Nick Bonito off the edge. Big play by the 4-year linebacker out of Oklahoma is Mac Jones with a play fake and then looked back to his left. By the time he turned around, he had a face full of number 15 in a white jersey. So loss of 6, second down and 16.
Bonito would get another half sack on the next play with JFM. Unfortunately, Bo Nix called for intentional grounding, which is safety, so it's 9-0 now. Jaquan McMillan, though, he shows up after giving up the 50-yard catch. He gets an interception.
Mac Jones trying to solidify his spot as the second-team quarterback here in a little bit of a battle, believe it or not, with Carter Bradley. Jones takes a low snap, deep drop, looks left, throws the out cut, and that ball is going to be intercepted, I believe. The ball was low, but I think this will be ruled as an interception.
Okay, so now Broncos momentum starting to swing a little bit. They get a field goal, start to battle back. Now Jarrett Stidham's in the game. And Jarrett Stidham, he knows how to win. And you know what he does? He finds Lucas Kroll for an 8-yard touchdown. Here we go.
Stidham in the pocket. Protection's unbelievable. Wide open receiver. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. That is Lucas Kroll. You couldn't be more open.
Broncos defense forces a quick 3 and out. Then it's Trent Sherfield's time to catch a big touchdown.
Stidham takes a snap, drops, loads it up. Home run ball. One Sherfield down the sideline. Sherfield makes the catch. Touchdown, Denver.
So the halftime show brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development, building Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org. That 36-yard touchdown brought us to our score 20-9. Let's check the Fast Stat presented by Xfinity, introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Jarrett Stidham, nice start here. 10 for 11 for 104 yards and 2 passing touchdowns. Tyler Bidet, 5 carries for 32 yards. He leaves the running back room. This has been the halftime show brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. We'll get you back to the stadium for the second half. Coming up next on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Hello, Colorado. It's Good Times All Natural Burgers and Frozen Custard with a question for you. Do you like things sweet or do you like things spicy? If you answered both, then have I got a burger for you. The Good Times Jalapeno Cream Cheeseburger. The fried jalapeno peppers give it a kick, but then we add cream cheese and raspberry jam to soften the blow. The result is a burger that brings the fire and the fire hose to the same party. The kind of spicy, kind of sweet jalapeno cream cheeseburger. For a limited time at Good Times.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Regulated by the Colorado Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply based on approved credit.
How is it that I make all this money and still can't buy a home?
That's because you went to an outdated lender. I went to Cake, and now I'm in my dream home.
Wait, how'd they pull that off? We're both self-employed.
They look at real income, like your bank deposits or certified profit and loss, not just your tax returns. Cake has flexible mortgage options made for people like us.
Okay, but what if I want to buy a rental property?
Even better. Cake has a program just for that. And it doesn't matter if your monthly rentals don't cover the mortgage. They can look at the potential of the property, not just the current rental income.
That's it. How do I reach these guys?
Their website is cakehome.com, but I called 888-EAT-CAKE.
Okay, got it. So it's 888-EAT-CAKE, right?
Yeah, call 888-EAT-CAKE for more details and learn why life's better with Cake.
You can't see comfort, but you can feel it. Let Carrier provide the ultimate comfort in your home. With unmatched reliability, innovation, and efficiency, Carrier products deliver premium solutions year-round. From heating and cooling to healthier indoor air and full control with the touch of a button, Carrier is the expert in home comfort. With over 120 years of changing how we live, work, and play. Visit CarrierColorado.com to find a local Carrier expert and feel the comfort. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
This is KOA News on Broncos Radio.
Here's the latest from KOA News. Several wildfires across Colorado continue to burn and grow in size, causing evacuations. Two of the state's largest wildfires happening in Rio Blanco County near the small town of Meeker. Air and ground firefighter efforts have kept Meeker safe, but some residents have chosen to voluntarily evacuate.
Poor Meeker. Everybody's freaking out, and it's very scary for everyone.
The nearby Lee Fire has burned over 92,000 acres. It is now 6% contained. And the Elk Fire has burned 14,635 acres, and that is now 9% contained. And new CDC data shows COVID-19 activity appears to be increasing across the U.S. A report says national wastewater readings have risen from low to moderate levels over the past week. The highest concentrations are in the western states, with Alaska, California, Colorado, Nevada, and Utah showing elevated levels. The CDC notes wastewater monitoring can identify the spread of a virus in a community faster than traditional clinical testing. I'm Jay Copps on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Together, we're making life better for Coloradans, protecting wildlife and expanding our parks. Together, we're investing in better transportation options so Coloradans can get where they need to go. Together, Colorado's oil and natural gas industry, environmental groups, the governor, and Colorado state legislators put their differences aside to make all this happen. Together, we're building a better Colorado. Here, anything is possible.
Paid for by Coloradans for responsible energy development.
A video editor of Spanish language content is sought by Enjoy Productions, Inc., doing business as Enjoy Health Education in Longmont, Colorado, to organize and edit raw footage into a sequence of images according to scripts or instructions of directors and producers. Requirements are bachelor's plus 6 months experience and fluency in Spanish. Salary $56,784 per year. Email resume to kjames@enjoyhe.com.
Broncos country tonight with Broncos insider Benjamin Albright.
We're here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Halftime presented by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development, developing Colorado's energy, building Colorado's future. Learn more at cred.org. That is CRED.org. 20-9, the Broncos with a halftime lead. And the Niners, of course, jumped out to a 9-0 lead. They scored on the first possession of the first quarter, a 71-yard drive in 8 plays. In fact, that was the only time the Niners were in the red zone the entire first half. Denver with 20 second quarter points. In fact, they so dominated the second quarter, the Broncos with 153 yards of total offense in that second quarter, only 28 for San Francisco. I thought Jared Stidham really did a nice job replacing Bo Nix. Stidham was 10 of 11 for 104 yards and 2 touchdowns, replacing Bo Nix. These stats are not correct, so we'll have to update those. But both teams back in the playing field here. Yeah, here we go. Nix 6 of 11 in that first half for 31 yards. As I mentioned, Stidham was 10 of 11 for 104 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those touchdown passes, Lucas Kroll from 8 yards out, and then Troy Sherfield really with the play of the first half. Nice over-the-shoulder catch, tumbling across the goal line and yet keeping both feet in bounds before he fell into the 49ers sideline of the end zone. That from 36 yards out. It came with 26 seconds to go in the first half, and that extended the Broncos' lead to 20-9. So now with the Broncos kicking off, we'll see, Rick, how many more snaps for Jared Stidham. I don't know that we'll see him play at all in the second half. Maybe. Sam Ehlinger is the other quarterback on the roster, and he's done some good things in training camp as well. Yeah, with stats like that, I'm sure Stidham be more than happy to hand the football to Ehlinger. I'm kind of interested to see how he looks here in the second half. Done some good things in camp. Another guy that Sean Payton gushes over is Sam Ehlinger. Really good athlete, dual threat. Been throwing the ball well. We'll see what we'll get here when the Broncos get the ball back after this kickoff. Kickoff in the end zone, and Denver will take a knee, and moving right to left, they'll start the third quarter from their 35-yard line. Looks like Stidham going to stay in here to start the second half. Trent Sherfield, 2 catches, 55 yards and a touchdown. And you won't see a better catch than he made here at the end of that first half. First and 10 at the 35. So as Rick said, Stidham in the game. He's in the shotgun. Audric Estime, the running back, to his left, takes the handoff, and Estime running hard off right guard, gets belted down at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. That was Stone Blanton, rookie out of Mississippi State. Estime's first action of this preseason game number 1, and the first carry for the 5th-round draft choice last year at Notre Dame. And that was a big collision there in the middle of that line. Upton Stout, the rookie nickelback, got the worst of it. Stidham fakes the toss, rolls to his right, throws the ball. Sherfield has it, and Sherfield scampers into the Broncos sideline with a first down. That's the second time that Jared Stidham's run that play. First time he had Lucas Kroll open, yet threw it behind him. This time right in the money as Sherfield catches it and runs for 18 yards. First down, Denver. Yeah, who said Sherfield's a special teams player? He looks like a talented wide receiver out there. Yeah, he's got a nice start to this preseason opener. Looks very confident. Stidham in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Estime stays in the game. Quick throw left side, and that little smoke route caught there by Michael Bandy, but Bandy hit down immediately by Jacob Robinson. Flag down on the field on the Broncos side of the field.
Illegal formation. Offense. An eligible receiver was covered. Penalties declined. Second down.
Loss of 2, so San Francisco will decline the penalty. Second down now, 2nd and 12. First 90 seconds of action here in the second half. We expect to see both teams playing a lot of young players that are trying to make their respective teams, or at least put something good on tape for somebody else to see. Stidham takes a shotgun snap, throws the ball. Here's Sherfield again. Penalty flag thrown from deep in the Niners secondary. This may be an offensive pass interference. Blanton again on the tackle.
Pass interference, number 5. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
So they call Trent Sherfield for a bit of a push-off. 6-year tackle Matt Peart out there at left tackle. Frank Crum, 2nd year out of Wyoming, playing right tackle. It's a massive human being. Yes, 6'7", 315. We are on the elevator with Frank. Yeah. Did you feel small? I know I did. I sure did. Doesn't happen much either. Jared Stidham takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his right, design roll, and Jared outruns a edge pressure and then wisely steps out of bounds. That was Jalen Allen who was in hot pursuit. Stidham, as we mentioned in the second quarter, on a 3rd down and 15, scramble for 18 yards, and I thought for a minute he was going to get very bold and try to cut that one back up inside as well. Gain of 9, and it brings up a 3rd down and 13. Broncos white jerseys, white pants, the blue helmets. Niners in their customary gold helmets, gold pants, garnet jerseys. Stidham with a deep drop, climbs the pocket. Now he decides to run. Jarrett is hit and knocked down and fumbled the football. The ball's still free. And a mad scramble for the ball. Boy, you got to protect that ball and protect yourself. He took a pretty good shot there. The Broncos have recovered it, but it's back at their 45-yard line.
Fumbling team, 4th down.
So it's a gain of 2. I think that was Pat Bryant, the rookie wide receiver, who got back on it.
Yeah, Stidham really wanted to try to pick up that first down. It took a pretty good shot. The ball came out. You got to be careful out there.
So the Broncos will punt it away. Jeremy Crawshaw, the rookie punter, will try to pin the Niners deep. This is Amir Abdullah, who is back. Makes the fair catch with the penalty flag thrown in the play. Fair catch at about the 21-yard line. Looks like this will be against the Niners, I believe.
During the kick, holding, number 38, receiving team, 10-yard penalty, 1st down, timeout.
24-yard punt. You can tack on 10 yards because of the penalty. We've got a timeout with 11:08 to go, 3rd quarter. The Broncos lead the Niners 20-9. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. That never happens with Orchard. Disappointing offers can wear you down, causing you to settle for thousands less. You don't have to settle when you sell with Orchard. Orchard reinvented the real estate industry by guaranteeing your home sale and helping you sell on the market for top dollar. First, Orchard gives you cash up front so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then once you're all settled in, your Orchard agent helps sell your home on market for top dollar. Here's what one Orchard customer said. I never could have sold without Orchard. I made way more than I expected, and it couldn't have been easier. With Orchard, you never have to settle for less. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Curious how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Local news, local talk with Mandy Connell. Weekdays noon to 3 on KOA.
Back in Santa Clara, Broncos did a good job of keeping the Niners out of the red zone in the first half. In fact, they only got there one time. Protecting the red zone is presented by Monarch Construction and Roofing. They are the official roofing partner of the Denver Broncos. Visit monarchroofing.com. Handoff on first down. That is Miner, the running back, who is spun around with a knee-high tackle. Spins out to close to the 12-yard line. Gain of 2. Second down and 8. Tackle there by Jordan Turner.
Broncos held the Niners to just 4 first downs. Now, granted, the Niners didn't play any of their starters on offense, but still a nice showing here by the Broncos defense.
So we mentioned 153 yards of offense for Denver in the second quarter, 28 for San Francisco. Carter Bradley 6'3" and 215 pounds, continues, replacing Mac Jones at quarterback. Play fake. Bradley rolls to his left, throws the ball. Wide open receiver goes down to make the catch at the 30-yard line, and then is touched before he could get up. That catch, not sure how he got that open, but Jake Tonjes, had he been able to stay on his feet, he might have scored. A 19-yard completion. Kedron Smith hustled over to make sure he didn't get up and start running.
He got that ball just over the hands of Jonah Ellis out there in the flat. Dropped it in there right where it had to be.
I wonder now if the Broncos are going to challenge the catch. There's a timeout in the field.
Denver's challenging the ruling of the field of a completed pass. We'll review the play.
That's exactly what they're going to do. And we will take a timeout. How about that? 9:50 left, third quarter. It's Denver 20, San Francisco 9. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
No matter how informed you feel, news happens anytime, anywhere. So when it comes to news and sports, stay in the know.
The news is coming up next
with KOA, 850 AM.
94.1 FM.
Your projects, our experts. Lifetime Home Remodeling's Colorado Fall Home Show returns August 16th and 17th at the Colorado Convention Center. Buy tickets online at coloradofallhomeshow.com. Presented in association with Team Dave Logan.
Some things just make sense. Summertime and baseball, peanuts and popcorn, community banking, and showing up. I'm Sean Ostoff, president of Bank of Colorado. We know baseball and community banking go hand in hand. Both are about putting in the work and looking out for your team. That's why we're proud to be the official bank of the Colorado Rockies, because some things just fit. Bank of Colorado, there's only one. Member FDIC.
As the state's largest oil and natural gas producer, Chevron employs your neighbors to help deliver the energy our communities need, while teaming up with local organizations and investing millions of dollars to help the communities we call home. At Chevron, we are committed to safely delivering the affordable, ever cleaner energy that powers Colorado forward. Together, we're fueling Colorado. That is energy in progress.
My husband and I, we struggle with contacts, glasses, allergies, you name it. And while we're in the thick of life with 3 kids, that means early mornings, late nights, or even outside at our kids' events, we were always having problems with our eyes until we both received LASIK treatment from Panorama LASIK. Now, these same long hours of running around outside have been so much easier for us. So get your free LASIK consultation today. Just go to PanoramaLASIK.com to schedule that free consultation. That's PanoramaLASIK.com. Your hometown LASIK partner of the Denver Broncos.
Every Broncos game all season long on KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
Third quarter from Santa Clara, California, preseason game number 1. 9:50 to go. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, and Susie Warju with you. The Broncos ahead of the Niners 20-9. Second team defenders in the game, second and third team defenders. Same on the offensive side of the football for the Niners. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, both those guys have not played. Here's the handoff running straight ahead. And a good run there. That is Corey Minor again. Minor, the rookie out of Cincinnati. Kedron Smith comes up to make the tackle. He's got low center of gravity. Nice job there, kind of ducking down and not giving a real good shot for the first tackler.
Chris Abrams-Drain went low on him and kind of just ran over him.
Gain of 8. Handoff again. Minor starts left, cuts back, runs into one of his own players, and he's got a first down out to the 43-yard line. And Yomi Awazarike in on that tackle. There's an interesting player. Of course, 4th-round draft choice of the Broncos back in 2022. Then had that gambling suspension, but now is back, and he brings a big athletic body to the defensive line. 6'6" and 320 pounds in his third year. As I mentioned, played college football at Iowa State. Straight I formation. Slot left, now the receiver in motion. 3-step drop. Ball thrown and then batted back directly at the quarterback, incomplete. Carter Bradley let that thing go, and it returned over his head almost like a baseline volley.
2nd and 10
in a tennis match. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Excellent description. Yeah, he stepped up to try to throw it right into the heart of the offensive and defensive line battle going on.
Second down and 10 now. 2-by-2 the set as Bradley will operate under center. Again, straight eye formation. Broncos in an 8-man front, and a penalty flag will be thrown because that is, I believe, delay a game.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Bradley, again, a young quarterback, and it happens. You're hearing a lot of chatter in your helmet. You're trying to get the play call from, normally it would be Kyle Shanahan. I'm not sure in the preseason. Then you get to the line of scrimmage, and you might have 2 plays that you can check to if you see something on defense. And sometimes it's just paralysis by analysis. 2nd and 15 now. Carter drops straight back, 5 steps, throws the ball towards the Broncos sideline, and that ball is intercepted with a one-handed effort by Chris Abrams-Drain. Did he stay in bounds? They're conferring right at the Denver 38. Penalty flag also thrown to play.
Number 96. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
So they're going to say illegal use of the hands from Nyoma Wazarike. I think Chris Abrams-Drain. We haven't seen a replay yet. Wazarike had his left hand slide up a little bit, but still never saw a replay of it, so can't tell you if I think Chris Abrams-Drain actually caught it or not. I thought so from up here, but it's a 1st down San Francisco at the Niners 43. 8:31 to go, 3rd quarter. Again, straight eye formation. Denver in an 8-man front. Here comes the toss. Minor running right side. And this is going to be blown dead. Another flag from the Broncos sideline. A false start by San Francisco.
False start. Number 67. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
Starting to get into some preseason mistakes. That's Isaac Alarcon.
Both teams now have 6 penalties in the game. Getting a little sloppy here.
Drake Nugent's in the game, playing center for the 49ers. Familiar name, went to Highlands Ranch High School in Denver. Then, of course, played college football at Michigan. Handoff running straight ahead off that right side, and a good gain there by Amir Abdullah. Here's a guy trying to make this team in his 11th season out of Nebraska. Played in Las Vegas last year, then signed as an unrestricted free agent. Kareem Reed in on the tackle, but the gain out to the 47-yard line. Gain of 10. 2nd and 5.
Former 2nd-round pick. Detroit Lions took him back in 2015 and kicked around the league.
Second and 5. Shotgun snap, quick out thrown on the right side. That pass is completed. Chris Abrams-Drain comes up and makes a good thigh-high tackle on Jordan Watkins.
Down by Abrams-Drain.
Or excuse me, that's Isaiah Hodgins with the catch, but it's a 1st down for the Niners, a gain of 5. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 47.
It's a well-executed, nice throw and catch here on the near sideline. Just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Niners moving left to right in this 3rd quarter. Denver ahead 20-9. Here's a run up inside, a spinning effort by Amir Abdullah, the tackle there by Keydron Smith. Smith in a battle trying to make this Broncos roster again.
2nd and 3 at the
3rd quarter is presented by your Colorado GMC dealers. GMC, we are professional grade. See your Colorado GMC dealer today. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. They run it right side. Abdullah ekes out a gain of about a yard inside the Broncos 40 to the 39.
Abdullah, the ball carrier, brought down by Tillman. Miller also in on the stop.
Jordan Miller was there for the Broncos.
3rd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Plus DeAndre Tillman. Guy played well last year. Tillman had 5 sacks in the regular season. Here's the handoff. Abdullah straight ahead, and he's hit hard. Ball looked like it bounced free. Denver's saying they got the ball. And I think they did. That's the 3rd turnover created by this Broncos defense. And Savion Jones, the rookie we were talking about, out of LSU, comes up with the football.
I think J.L. Skinner came up and put the big hit on him, knocking that ball loose. He did. Good to see him make a play.
Yep. And we've got a timeout in the field. Denver will have the football. Their 3rd turnover created by the Denver defense tonight. 6:08 to go, 3rd quarter. It's Denver 20 and the Niners 9 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Good news, Champion Windows Mega Sale is here, offering you a chance to buy 2 Comfort 365 windows and get 2 free. That's right, buy 2 windows, get 2 absolutely free. Hi, it's Dave Logan, and Champion is the only window company that I personally endorse. If your windows are drafty, outdated, or maybe just plain ugly, now's a great time to upgrade to Champion Windows. For over 72 years, Champion has built and installed high-quality windows for our customers, all with a lifetime warranty. With so many styles and colors and options to choose from, you're going to be loving your home all over again. Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale won't last long. Call or visit ChampionSaveNow.com. That's ChampionSaveNow.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today.
Minimum purchase required. All discounts apply to our regular prices. Cannot be combined with other advertised offers. See store or website for details.
Hey, Broncos fans! Stay locked in on the action with BetMGM's Second Chance. Just bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Make this season unforgettable with BetMGM, proud sports betting partner of the Denver Broncos. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Colorado only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
You deserve care that's personal and recovery that gets you back to what you love. That's what you'll find at Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. From advanced orthopedic and spine surgery to personalized treatment plans, our expert surgeons and specially trained nursing staff are here to help you move forward, stronger than ever. Discover why we're Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital. Visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado Hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
Talk about the game as soon as it ends. Broncos react immediately after the game on KOA.
Amir Abdullah able to get up and walk off the field. Denver's football, and now the Niners, I think, have jumped off sides. Stidham's trying to keep the play alive, and does he? He throws a ball that is caught just before he went out of bounds, but they're going to say Pat Bryant did not get both feet down. Jared Stidham knew he had a free play there, Rick, and just threw the ball up for grabs, and Bryant had it.
Which, of course, was the right thing to do.
Yep.
And even though he didn't make that catch in bounds, Dave, you could see his catching ability on display, I think, on that throw and catch. He looks like he's going to be a player.
Blake Watson in the game for the first time at running back. Broncos have some interesting decisions at running back. Stidham in the gun, 3 receivers wide right, single receiver left. They run the quick trap, and Watson off right guard, breaks out of a tackle, steps out of another one, and then is bodied off his feet as he flies to the 40-yard line.
Number 25, Blake Watson.
That's an 18-yard run and a first down for the Broncos. Watson, by the way, 5'9", 195, second-year pro out of Memphis. He was with the Broncos last year, college free agent, didn't get drafted. Good receiver out of the backfield, and Rick showing some running ability there.
Yeah, big hole. He didn't get touched till he was about 10 yards past the line of scrimmage. Took a big shot on the right side of his thigh.
Jaron Stidham continues here at quarterback. Play fake, deep set, throws in the flat. Watson has it. Watson steps out of one tackle down the sideline and then gets a first down and will be spotted inside the Niners 25. That's Derek Canteen, rookie out of Cincinnati at safety, to make the tackle. That's a gain of 16. So consecutive plays by Watson. One an 18-yard run. This is a 16-yard reception. And Denver in business, 1st and 10 at the Niner 24-yard line.
Man, this running back room is stacked. Blake Watson's second year trying to make this football team looking good here in the second half.
Bandy, the inside of 3 receivers on the left side, comes in motion to a wing right. Stidham in the shotgun. Turns and hands to Watson off right guard, and he is upended with a thigh-high tackle. And a big hit there
brought down by Lucas
after the 3-yard gain. Lucas and Martin combined for San Francisco. 2nd down and 7. Clock runs 4:25 and counting.
Watson undrafted out of Memphis last year, and a guy who can do a lot of things.
One of the Bronco linemen, I think, shaken up is Calvin Throckmorton.
He's a guy that can catch the ball, very comfortable catching the ball out of the backfield. Also running the football. And he's flashing.
Throckmorton able to walk off the field, so we'll see if Susie can get some information on him. Hopefully he's not shaken up too drastically. 2nd and 7 now from the 21. 5-man pressure, and Stidham was going to get hit right in the middle of the back, but they blow the play dead. Fortunately for Jared.
Number 63, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Niners are bringing some slot corner fire. The defensive back lined up to the blind side of Jared Stidham in the slot, just left his receiver and was on his way to the quarterback. False start against the Broncos, 2nd down and 12.
That was Chase Lucas, 3rd-year guy out of Arizona State, that was about to put a big hit in the back to Stidham.
That's one of those from up here you want to scream, look out.
Oh, yeah. I was about to yell, yikes.
Watson lined up on Stidham's left. Now he recessed to the right. 2nd and 12, shotgun snap. Swings it out. Watson with a lot of work to be done, and good convergence there by a couple of Niners, led by Nick Martin. He got some help from Stone Blanton. Watson knocked down at the 26-yard line. No gain. Brings up a 3rd down and 12.
Broncos are 3 out of 9 on 3rd down in the game.
Niners, conversely, had a conversion on 3rd down in the opening possession and have gone 0 for the game.
Yes.
Since then.
1 out of 9.
3 receivers wide left, single receiver right. Stidham faces a 4-man rush. Looks to set up a screen, does so. Watson makes one guy miss. He's got some room to run inside the 20. Straight ahead as he barrels, goes up in the air and upended at the 12-yard line. He's got a 1st down. That's Derek Canteen, and a penalty flag thrown. And this one's coming back.
5-yard penalty.
14-yard pickup. I think they got Frank Crum. Crum walking back, shaking his large noggin.
Man, that's too bad. Nullified a great run after the catch by Blake Watson. You can see how shifty he is out there with the ball. He's only 5'9". He's quick.
They liked him because of his receiving ability. That's why they signed him primarily, but certainly has had some flashes running the ball too. 3rd and 17 from the 31. You don't want to take a sack here. You're in field goal range, and you're going to run draw. And not much there, as you would expect, because the Niners certainly were aware of that as well. That was Audric Estime, hit by Sebastian Valdez. 4-yard gain on 3rd down 17 as we approach the 2-minute mark of this 3rd quarter here at Levi Stadium. Site of Super Bowl 50 when the Broncos beat the Panthers 24-10, and it will be the site of Super Bowl 60 as well at the end of this regular season and playoff season. Ball spotted right between the hash marks at the 35. This attempt will be at 45 yards for Will Lutz. Lutz with plenty of distance and height, and it is through the uprights. Good. 1:39 left, third quarter. Will Lutz from 45 yards out has extended the Broncos' lead over the 49ers to 23-9. We'll take. Let's head down to the sideline before we do and check the Chevy sideline report. Here's Susie Wargen.
All right, thanks, Dave. Looking at Calvin Throckmire, they were changing out his shoes. We don't have anything official from the team. They never put up the medical tent or anything like that. So something was going on with one of his shoes. He took both of them off. They've doing something to them, and now he's putting them back on. You know, it's always interesting, Dave, to watch in these preseason games how involved guys stay in the game. I was just watching Troy Franklin standing on the bench, watching that offensive series earlier. They were all looking at their Microsoft pads, even though none of those starters were in the game anymore. All the wide receivers were. And Cortland and Bailey and Marvin Mims, they were all talking to each other. I watched Troy Franklin go over and ask Bo Nick something as they were all sitting there. So everybody is still learning, looking at those Microsoft surfaces, and it's good to see everybody's still very involved, whether they're playing or not.
Yeah, thank you, Susie. There's a lot to be accomplished, right? I mean, and that, I think, is indicative of how Sean Payton and his staff run training camp. Those guys know that, I mean, you want to play well, but this is a preseason game, and there's certain things you can learn from it, especially not only as young players, but especially for young players. Denver that time on the drive, 6 plays and 36 yards, taking 4:29 off the clock, and Lutz, his third field goal of the game, the longest of the 3, from 45 yards out.
You know, we talk about how deep this football team is at just about every position, and tonight the 2s, 3s, and 4s have really had their way with the 49ers backups. A good sign. 49ers hoping to have a bounce-back year this year. They were disappointed in their finish last year. Had some injury problems. Christian McCaffrey only played 3 games last year. Purdy was out for a couple.
So we've got number 49 deep, and it's either Kiner, the running back, or Robinson, the defensive back. I think from the body shape, that is Robinson. We'll find out. He's not going to get a chance. This ball fielded, runs straight ahead, and that's Kiner.
We think it's Kiner.
Yeah, that's Kiner for sure. 17 yards on the return.
Kiner on the return, takes it across his 35-yard line.
At the 39, let's see if they spot this close to they do, right at the 40-yard line. 35 yards on the return. Excuse me, 35 yard line, they spot it.
Kiner's been their leading rusher in the game. 7 carries, 34 yards.
Straight eye formation, handoff running right side. Gain of about 4. That is Gibson with what I believe is his first carry of the game.
Number 30, Keyshawn Vaughn on the ball carrier. A pickup of 4 yards, 2nd and 6 at the 39.
I don't even know. I'm trying to find who was that. He's not on the board. Whoever. Both of us are a little dumbfounded. Like, wait a minute. We're both looking.
I think that was Vaughn. Slant through the hands of the intended receiver. Complete.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Oh.
There's so many guys.
Yes. Good coverage there by Quentin Newsom.
I don't see Vaughn on the board either, but I think it was Vaughn. Oh, they signed him today. Okay.
That was Junior Bergen. Had a chance to make that catch. Incomplete, 3rd down and 6. Lord. 3rd and 6. 3 receivers to the left side, single receiver right. Shotgun snap, quick out thrown, and too far out in front. That was a ball that Carter Bradley just kind of chucked, penalty flag thrown. And this is going to be a pass interference call against the Broncos. Jaden Robinson had the coverage
Pass
there.
interference, number 33, defense, automatic, first down.
Robinson trying to make this team, the rookie out of Oregon State. I don't know that ball would have been caught. Robinson came up and contacted the receiver, and so the drive will continue. 6-yard penalty, and so it's 1st and 10 at the Niners' 45-yard line. 23-9, Denver. Niners led 9-0 at one point. Denver with 22nd quarter points. 3 here in the third. Again, the I formation behind Carter Bradley. Play fake. Bradley deep drop, loads it up. Home run ball down the middle of the field. That ball is incomplete. Good coverage there. Isaiah Hodgins, the intended receiver, and Damari Mathis was step for step with him. Damari Mathis is a guy that he's an interesting candidate here. 4-year pro out of Pittsburgh. He was a 4th-round draft choice, Rick, you remember, back in 2022.
And he's going to have a tough time making this football team as deep as they are in the secondary. It's good to see him make a play there. Right down the middle of the field. Excellent coverage.
It's one thing about it. You can never have too many corners, though, in today's game. They throw it so much. 2nd down and 10. They run the end around, and that ball handed off to the receiver, Jordan Watkins. Spun to the turf by cornerback Quentin Newsome of the Broncos.
Brought down by Newsome.
3-yard gain on the jet sweep.
3rd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
That was a good job really tracking the play down by Newsome. First-year pro out of Nebraska.
He ran through an arm tackle by Andrew Farmer. 2nd year out of Lane.
Niners now will walk to the sideline and figure out what Coach Shanahan wants to do as we've come to the end of the third quarter from Santa Clara. After 3 on the first preseason game of the season, the Broncos lead the Niners 23-9. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
I'd like to take a minute and talk to you about Colorado Advanced Endovascular. You know, fellas, when we get a little bit older, enlarged prostates are pretty common, especially in men that are 50 years or older. Frequent urination, weak stream, we all know the symptoms, right? PAE's prostate artery embolization. It's a minimally invasive outpatient procedure. What it does is target and reduce blood flow to the prostate, and then it shrinks over time. It's done through a tiny pinhole, and the good news is you get to go home the same day. Why choose Colorado Advanced Endovascular for this procedure? Top-tier interventional radiologists, and they've got advanced training in this. And really, just a cool atmosphere. Boutique-style, outpatient setting, comfortable, professional, very efficient, and you get personalized care and easy access, and that is not easy to find. They're located in Lakewood, and they serve the Denver metro area. So contact CAE for a consultation. Their phone number is 720-669-3036, or you can visit their website at coloradoae.com.
Get electrified with Courtesy Acura in the all-electric ZDX. Stop in and take advantage of rebates and special offers through August 31st. Also, get amazing deals on a great selection of new and pre-owned Acuras in stock, with more in transit. Vehicles arriving daily. Courtesy Acura is locally owned and operated. See why Brock and his team at Courtesy Acura of Littleton have been named the Dealer of the Year for 8 years in a row. Need trusted service? Courtesy Acura in Littleton has a large service department for all makes and models. Shop online at CourtesyAcuraLittleton.com.
Hey Broncos fans, you can't count on a Colorado weather forecast or catching your breath at altitude, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. That's right, watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long, right through the AFC Championship, and follow along as Sean Payton, Bo Nix, and the boys aim for a return to the postseason. So visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today, and count on Sundays for another must-see season of Denver Broncos football with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium here in Santa Clara. We start the fourth quarter of this preseason opener. The Broncos on the road, and they have a 23-9 lead over the San Francisco 49ers. Niners football from their 48, moving right to left, facing 3rd down and 7. Carter Bradley in the shotgun. 6-man pressure. Ball thrown about 5 yards behind the intended receiver. Incomplete. That ball really had no chance to get to Robbie Chosen, ninth-year receiver out of Temple. And that was the case, really, where Vance Joseph, I think, decided to do what Robert Saleh did in the first half, and that was bring some pressure.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of that here today from Vance Joseph calling that defense. Jaden Robinson was on the coverage. They had him blanketed anyway.
Courtney Jackson back at the Broncos 10-yard line. Morstead, very high kick, short. Jackson makes a fair catch signal, and camps underneath it, makes it at the 18-yard line. And 10 seconds into the fourth quarter, we've got a timeout. 34 yards on the punt. The Broncos offense on the field. Ahead 23-9 here in San Francisco on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Every Broncos game on KOA 850 AM, 94.1 FM, and in Denver with KOA on the iHeartRadio app. I like it! And online at BroncosRadioNetwork.com.
An overweight, out-of-control semi rear-ended me. I became a T4 paraplegic. Stephen Berg and Berg Simpson have brought hope to my life. I would highly recommend Berg Simpson.
BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. Now that the warm weather is here, it's a great time to make sure your home's electrical system is ready. Applewood Plumbing, Heating, and Electric has serviced Colorado homeowners for over 50 years. They're background checked and drug tested, licensed electricians can handle everything from faulty outlets, full wiring upgrades, and more. Applewood is local, experienced, and available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. with no overtime charges. Call 720-324-7784 or visit ApplewoodFixit.com today. Applewood, repair services for the homeowner.
Broncos fans, get ready for game day at the Broncos VIP Tailgate, brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP Tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before home games next to Empower Field at the Mile High Monument. Bullseye Event Group Broncos VIP Tailgate is open to all ages, features all-you-can-eat food stations by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Broncos games off right with the Broncos VIP Tailgate. Tickets on sale now at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
The Ford lineup continues to show why it's a household name. Whether you're in the market for a gas, electric, or hybrid vehicle, your local Ford stores is the place to be. Command the road with the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years and counting. Ford F-Series trucks. Gear up and head out in an all-wheel drive Ford SUV. Perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or discover Ford's electrifying lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles. Don't wait. Inventory has arrived, so head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Broncos Country listens to Broncos Radio, KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
Broncos now will make some substitutions on offense. We'll see Sam Ehlinger the first time. 1st and 10, Denver moving left to right from their 18-yard line. Audric Estime, the running back, the lone back behind Ehlinger. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. He turns around, says something to Estime, and Estime runs left, takes the handoff, and works out with second effort to the 22-yard line. Gain of 4. Hit there by Stone Blanton. Let's take 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Broncos 49ers.
The preseason opener.
On KOA Denver, 850 AM.
94.1 FM.
Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warja with you here in Santa Clara. Sun's starting to set now as we enter the fourth quarter. Ehlinger will turn, hand to Estime, leaps over a defender and may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain. 3rd down and 6. Estime, of course, as we've talked about, that was Chase Lucas in the tackle in a battle to make this team. And as Rick said earlier in our broadcast, the running back room is very, very full. Estime's battling Blake Watson and Tyler Bidet and Jaleel McLaughlin, because you figure that R.J. Harvey and J.K. Dobbins, in some order, Harvey got the start tonight, will be the lead 2 backs for this Broncos team. 3rd down and 6. Ehlinger takes a shotgun snap,
Throws a ball that is too high and incomplete. Ball intended there for Kyrese Rowan, the rookie out of Utah State. And the Broncos offense will go 3 and out.
Not a great throw there. High and a little bit ahead of him. Kyrese Rowan's a guy that's made some plays in camp. Pretty much came out of nowhere. Rookie out of Utah State. A walk-on at Utah State. Or Utah, excuse me.
Junior Bergen back deep. And the punt by Crawshaw will bounce at the 40. He lets it bounce twice, and now he's got to get away from it. And then the Bronco punt coverage team down with a penalty flag thrown to cover the punt inside the 30.
Number 9, receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
50 yards on that punt. The penalty against the Niners, and we've got another timeout. 13-13 left, fourth quarter from Santa Clara. Denver 23, San Francisco 9 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Smash Burger is heating up with the Summer of Smash. They're launching their $4.99 all-the-time value menu. That's right, $4.99 gets you one of 3 crave-worthy classics. The juicy All-American Burger, the Stacked Deluxe Burger, or the bold new Americana Big Dog. No gimmicks, just flavor-packed favorites at a price that hits the spot all day, every day. And Smash Burgers are always fresh, never frozen, with certified Angus beef. So, smash your hunger and order now at smashburger.com and cure your game day cravings. Smashburger.com.
I just saw 2 houses for sale. Same neighborhood, almost identical, but one had an Orchard sign and it sold for way more. So I asked my friends at Orchard, why? The first house used a traditional agent. After weeks of price drops and frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard and got more. Their local Orchard agent didn't just list the home, they marketed it. They knew exactly which upgrades would attract serious buyers and brought in a pro to handle everything. And even more, with Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, the homeowner moved into their new home before their old one even hit the market. They skipped all the hassles and showings. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard, the smarter, faster, hassle-free way to buy your new home, even before your old home sells. Start with Orchard's free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
If you've been thinking about electric vehicles, do it now before the tax credits are gone. You can get EV tax credits up to $11,600 for free at Brandon Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fort Collins. Dodges, Chryslers, Ram trucks, and Jeeps. Wrangler 4xe as low as $139 a month. You'll never get an EV for less. Make this the summer event. Come in before the tax credits are gone. Brandon Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Fort Collins Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. Where nobody beats the deal and Doug deal. Nobody.
Local, national, worldwide. Colorado's Morning News at 5 on KOA.
Denver Broncos football presented by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos.
Number 4, Taylor Mordecai, now in at quarterback for the 49ers.
So the Niners, with a new quarterback, Taylor Mordecai, they start from their 18-yard line. He turns and hands it off running right side. That is Kiner on the carry. Call it a gain of 1. Maybe a yard and a half.
And Mordecai's not on our board either. I think they just signed him today as well. He played for Oklahoma, SMU, and Wisconsin in college, undrafted. Played on their practice squad last year.
Andrew Farmer in the tackle for the Broncos. Mordecai with a play fake, throws the ball middle of the field. And this, I think, will be pass interference. Flag 1 and flag 2. That ball intended for Robbie Chosen, and Delaren Turner-Yell just got there early and grabbed the receiver by the shoulder pads and twisted him around. So that'll be a spot foul, first down for San Francisco. They haven't had many first downs tonight.
First down.
Fun fact about Tanner Mordecai, he backed up both Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma, Dave. Ran a 4.46 at his pro day. Anything else you want to know about him?
Nope, that's it.
12-yard penalty. Kiner with the handoff. He was on the Niners practice squad last year. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. The crowd, what's left of the crowd, now doing the wave here at Levi Stadium. We still have 12 minutes and 14 seconds as the clock runs, fourth quarter. Denver had 23-9. Niners took the opening kickoff at a 50-yard completion, went down and scored on a 71-yard touchdown drive, and that's pretty much been it for the San Francisco offense. Mordecai went to throw the ball. The ball popped out of his hands. He recovered it between the hash marks, but back inside the Niners' 25-yard line. Andrew Farmer of the Broncos there to make sure he didn't get up.
The wave is such a California thing. Preseason game, your team's losing 23-9. Well, at least they're having some fun.
The loss brings up a 3rd down and 19 now for Andrew Mordecai and the 49er offense. Broncos look like they're going to bring pressure. They don't. 4-man pressure. Mordecai in a design quarterback run. And he shows that good speed out over the 35, knocked down at the 36-yard line. It's a 14-yard gain, but it's 3rd and 19. Joshua Pickett there to make the tackle for the Broncos. It brings up a 4th and 4. And it looks like Kyle Shanahan has decided to go for it here on his own 37. 4th and 4 down 23-9 with just under 11 minutes left in the game. Mordecai takes the snap, looks right, floats a crossing route that is caught, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage is receiver Robbie Chosen, knocked down by Jaden Robinson, and the Broncos defense comes up with a stop on 4th down and 4. Gain of 1 on 4th and 4.
Niners with 10 first downs in the game. Broncos with 15.
And we will take a timeout. 10:39 left, 23-9, Denver over San Francisco. And the Broncos have the ball on the Niners' 38-yard line. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Whether you listen.
I listen.
For news.
Marty and Gina. I can't be late, so I listen for traffic. I have to listen for the weather forecast.
For talk.
Ross Kaminsky and Mandy Connell. And when I listen, it feels like my brain is working out.
For
Go Broncos.
For sports.
Dave Logan.
All the games on the radio.
I get what I need to know.
Colorado's been listening.
When I don't listen.
For 100 years.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Thank you.
That's why I listen.
Colorado.
Thank you.
From KOA.
Homeownership is possible with a trusted partner.
And it brings us a lot of joy to be able to say that this house is our own and that we've poured our hearts into making it our own.
Alyssa and Ryan are among the more than 155,000 people Chaffa has helped become homeowners since 1974. It starts with homebuyer education and connecting you with a statewide network of participating lenders. Get started at chfainfo.com/yourhome. Chaffa is an equal housing lender.
The Ford lineup continues to show why it's a household name. Whether you're in the market for a gas, electric, or hybrid vehicle, your local Ford stores is the place to be. Command the road with the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years and counting. Ford F-Series trucks. Gear up and head out in an all-wheel drive Ford SUV. Perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or discover Ford's electrifying lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles. Don't wait. Inventory has arrived, so head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Pella's been making windows and doors since 1925. That's 100 years of keeping the heat out, the cold in, and the neighbors jealous. Call Pella's Denver showroom today for a free estimate. Ask about our special 100-year anniversary offer of buy one window and get one 50% off. And 12 months, no interest and no payments. Experience the difference with windows designed to elevate your living space. Whether it's casement, awning, or custom windows, Pella's selections offer something for every style. Call 855-85-PELLA or PellaDenver.com.
Local news, local talk with Ross Kaminsky. Weekdays, 9 to noon on KOA.
Denver's third drive that they have started in Niners territory after San Francisco went for it 4th and 4. The Broncos take over on the Niner 38-yard line. Sam Ehlinger turns, hands to Blake Watson out of the shotgun. Watson navigates his way just inside the Niners 35-yard line. Call it a gain of for 2nd down and 6. This broadcast tonight is powered by Chevron, committed to our local communities and safely delivering affordable, reliable energy that powers Colorado forward.
Got 2 rookie wideouts in the game, Joaquin Davis and Jerwan Newton. Both talented guys trying to make a deep wide receiver room final cut here when we get down to it.
Watson stays in the game. Ellinger pulls it now and will circle the edge. Former Texas quarterback, certainly capable of doing that. He took Texas to the 2018 Big 12 championship. Jalen Mahoney forced him out of bounds, but he is a threat to run.
Yeah, he had 16 rushing touchdowns one year at Texas. 33 rushing touchdowns total in college.
Played for the Colts last year. Athletic young guy. Takes a shotgun snap, looks right. Protection is great. Throws the ball to the end zone. Receiver is open. The ball was underthrown a little bit and incomplete, about 9 yards deep in the end zone. That ball intended for Courtney Jackson of the Broncos, who was open. Ellinger just couldn't quite get enough on that throw. Knocked away by Jalen Mahoney, 2nd and 10.
Courtney Jackson had about 3 steps on the defender. Would have been an easy catch and touchdown.
That's one of those you got to have a rocket attached to your shoulder, because that was about a 45-yard throw. He had to get it there on the line. Quick snap and throw right side. The ball completed. Jackson with the catch, hit down immediately by Mahoney after a short gain of the 21. Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6. Clock approaching the 9-minute mark of this 4th quarter. Told you about the weather. It has been absolutely glorious here in northern California. Game time temperature at 86 degrees. A little bit cooler now, but really no clouds in the sky as the sun is just showing remnants as it sets. Not completely dark yet. 3 receivers left for Ellinger, who's got Watson to his right. Single receiver, right. Takes a deep drop. Now steps up, running for his life. Throws a ball that is too far out in front and out of the back of the end zone. Closest receiver there was Newton for the Broncos. Good pressure that time from Bradley Anai. And now it's 4th down and 6 for Sean Payton of the Broncos, and the offense will stay on the field. 4th and 6 from the San Francisco 21, up 23-9.
He had Joaquin Davis on a crosser, but he held onto the ball just a little too long. Davis was open by about 2 yards. Would have been a 1st down.
Newton wide right by himself. 3 receivers to the field side. Flank left. Snap was a little bit early. Ball thrown and completed. And with second effort, I don't know that Blake Watson's going to get the 1st down. He got hit, but I think was dropped just shy by Trey Brown. That snap was a little bit early, and Ellinger did a nice job just catching it. Gain of 5, and the Niners will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line.
Watson got hit and then dove about 4 yards trying to get that 1st down after the hit. Nice effort.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Pass thrown on the right side. That ball is completed. Hodges with the catch. Sam Franklin of the Broncos makes the tackle. It's a gain of 17. San Francisco moves the sticks.
Andrew Farmer put some pressure on him.
Mordecai takes the shotgun snap, turns and hands off.
Kiner on the carry.
Kiner on the carry, right up the middle. Keidron Smith.
A 6-yard gain on the play.
And Kareem Reed combining the tackle. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Mordecai wearing number 4. We don't have a number 4 on the board. That's how new he is.
Mordecai fakes and boots to his left and running for his life, and now pirouettes and stops, and now decides to throw it out of bounds, and it's stayed in bounds, and the Broncos have intercepted it. Joshua Pickett got both feet down in bounds. Mordecai, as I said, running for his life on a boot, running to his left, pirouette, stopped back, then decided, oops, I better throw this away, and he threw it towards the sideline, but the ball was intercepted by Joshua Pickett. And I think he got both feet down in bounds. Nice catch by the rookie out of Duke. 4th turnover created by the Broncos defense tonight.
Mordecai's going to not like watching that in the film room. There were 3 Broncos defenders there. Yeah, he was trying to throw it away, but when you're trying to throw it away, you have to throw it away.
Seems logical.
Nice catch by Pickett, though.
So from midfield, handoff running left side is Estime. Estime strung out, runs through a couple of arm tackles, and the big back out of Notre Dame leans the football close to the 45-yard line.
Carried by Estime.
Tackle there by Jalen Graham, gain of 5.
7 and 5.
Estime now 5 carries, just 16 yards.
I would think Sean Payton would want to keep this ball on the ground and just run the clock. Estime stands behind Ehlinger, takes the handoff, and in trouble, and he'll be dropped back at the San Francisco 49-yard line. Sebastian Valdez, the rookie out of Washington, makes a good play. Loss of 3.5, maybe. 3rd down and 9.
Will Sherman out of Colorado got beat badly there at the line of scrimmage.
By the way, Cam Little today in Jacksonville hit a 70-yard field goal. Jaguars lose to the Steelers 31-25. 70-yard field goal.
In that heavy air. In Jacksonville.
Yeah. Ehlinger with 3 receivers wide left, facing 3rd down and 9. Drops in the pocket, climbs the pocket, hits the check down. Estime's got some room to run. Estime runs through a tackle, and the big back breaks a couple of tackles. He's got a 1st down with 2nd effort. Inside the 30 to the 29, Jalen Mahoney finally gets him down. That's just on a check down route. It's a catch and run of 20 yards on 3rd down and 9. 1st down Denver at the Niners 29.
It looked like a couple bowling pins down there. Him being the bowling ball.
Ehlinger running for his life. Throws a ball that is a little bit too far out in front of the intended receiver and incomplete. That was Brandon Jackson. Good pressure that time from Jalen Graham of the Niners.
Downfield.
Penalty flag thrown.
Play 1st down.
I said Brandon Jackson. Courtney Jackson, excuse me. 89 used to be Brandon Johnson.
Yeah, you're excused.
Remember Brandon Johnson?
I do remember Brandon Johnson. Pretty good young player for the Broncos. Yeah, when I see 89 on the field, first thing I think of is Brandon Johnson.
1st down and 15. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass with 5:14 left in the 4th. Denver had 23-9. Sam Ehlinger takes a shotgun snap, looks right, throws right. The ball is caught. There's Courtney Jackson. Jackson fumbled the football after the catch, and it is still bouncing around. And I think the Broncos have recovered it. That might have been Sam Ehlinger who went flying into the pile, the quarterback. Yep, he came up with the fumble recovery, flipped it to an official. Loss of 4 when it's all said and done, 2nd and 14.
The rookie Caleb Lohner's in there at tight end, 6'7", 250 pounds. And he's been open the last couple of routes. Ehlinger hadn't even looked at him yet. Let's see if he can make a catch here.
2nd and 14 now. Ball at the 33-yard line. Ehlinger's continuing to throw it. And almost intercepted on a pass that was woefully underthrown. That was Jalen Graham, who, had he caught that ball, which was intended for Courtney Jackson, might have scored. Tough to see. Was that ball deflected at the line of scrimmage? Maybe his arm was hit.
Looked like just a bad throw.
His arm was hit. You just look it up at the Jumbotron now. 3rd down and 14. Again, Ellinger in the shotgun. He's getting his work in. Throws the ball to the sideline. It is caught. Good throw there, and the catch by Davis, the wide receiver, in front of Derek Canteen. And that will be, let's see where they spot this ball. I think it's going to bring up on a 3rd and 14. That's a gain of 14 yards right at the sticks, and it is a 1st down.
That's the rookie's first catch. Very impressive athlete, 6'4", 195, and can run.
Ellinger continues in the shotgun. Blake Watson in the game to his left. He hands to Watson off right guard, and Watson, with second effort, works to the 16-yard line with a gain of about 3 on 1st and 10. Clock is at 3:33. Continues to run. The Broncos with a 14-point fourth-quarter lead here in Santa Clara. Both these teams, to open the regular season, have 4 of their first 6 regular season games on the road. Broncos open at home against Tennessee and then have 4 of the next 5 away from Empower Field at Mile High. Second and 7, and again Ellinger takes a shotgun snap, hands to Estime, and Estime off right guard powers his way down to the 11 with a gain of 5 on 2nd and 7. It brings up a 3rd down and 2.
He's running downhill. He's in a battle to make this football team in a deep running back room. He looks a little lighter to me and a little quicker as well. I think he might have dropped a few pounds this season, just pick up some quickness.
Ellinger again in the shotgun with Estime to his left. He brings Courtney Jackson in motion to the right side. Estime takes the handoff, and the big back gets the edge and then steps over almost like a high hurdle move. A defender. Jacob Robinson was there for the Niners, but will pick up a 1st down. It's 1st down and goal. 4-yard gain on 3rd down and 3.
That's 19 first downs now for the Denver Broncos. 11 for the Niners. Estime's showing something here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos break the huddle. They're in a straight high formation. Ellinger under center. Play fake. Ellinger throws in the flat. Pass is caught inside the 5 into the goal line. That is Caden Presscorn, the tight end, and that is a Denver touchdown.
Ellinger's pass complete to Prescorn.
Caden Prescorn knocked out of bounds by Nick Martin, but he was across the goal line. That's a touchdown pass of 7 yards, and that extends the Broncos' lead to 29-9.
Prescorn's a rookie out of Ole Miss. 6'5", 255. Gets his first pro touchdown. First preseason game. Good for him.
Extra point by Will Lutz is good. So with 2:15 left in the 4th, it's now Denver 30, San Francisco 9. 30 consecutive points by the Broncos.
Ellinger, 6 out of 10, 55 yards and 1 touchdown. The one to Prescorn right there. Ellinger, 1 attempt for 9 yards rushing. A really, really good athlete.
And you want your young guys to have a chance to show what they can do. Obviously, even though it's preseason, the game is over. These guys are battling for a roster position, roster spot, whether it's on this Broncos team or other teams. So it's a little bit like some of the other levels of football, because you get cut at this level. And if you get cut, you have to have some film for other teams to see you.
Yeah, this team is so deep. There's going to be some good football players cut from this team.
And Flowers are deep.
Which is a great problem for the Broncos to have.
Kiner and Flowers from the 2-yard line. Flowers towards the Broncos sideline. Spun into the Denver bench. Penalty flag thrown after he was out of bounds.
Flowers on the return after the 32-yard line.
Denver now with 20 points off San Francisco's 4 turnovers tonight.
26 return team, 10-yard penalty.
You can do the math. They're ahead by 21.
Looking down there and seeing Audric Estime on the kickoff team, probably something he hasn't done his entire life.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you've got to.
That's what you got to do to make this team.
You probably ask to get on that team so that you can show them, hey, I'm capable of doing this. Anything to stay employed. Niners from the 18 with 2:09 left. Dropping to throw. Pass thrown on the right side into and out of the hands of the intended receiver. It was Isaiah Hodgins with the drop.
Jaden Robinson on the coverage.
Robinson on the coverage.
He's been pretty active.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Tanner Mordecai, as we talked about, third quarterback tonight for San Francisco. As Rick said, actually played at Oklahoma, also at SMU and in Wisconsin. In the era of the portal. Quick throw, left side, the screen route, caught out over the 20-yard line. Goes Jordan Watkins, hit there by Garrett Nelson, outside linebacker of the Broncos. Gain of 2, and we've come to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left in this game, to be exact, from Santa Clara, Levi Stadium. The Broncos lead the 49ers 30-9 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
You can transform your backyard into a personal oasis with high-altitude hot tubs, Denver's trusted source for American-made luxury spas. Hi, it's Dave Logan. Whether you're looking to unwind after a long day or maybe entertain in style, they've got the perfect hot tub for you. With their expert installation and top-tier service, relaxation is just a soak away. Save up to $3,000 on every hot tub during their high-altitude summer sale going on right now. Visit their showrooms in Westminster or Centennial or online at highaltitudehottubs.com. Elevate your comfort with high-altitude hot tubs.
Want a summer escape? Escape to the mountains at Century Casino's 2 great locations in Colorado, Central City and Cripple Creek, for a chance to win a 2025 Harley-Davidson in August. 2 separate drawings happen on August 16th in Cripple Creek and August 31st in Central City. Plus, both locations will be giving away $10,000 at the end of the summer. Check out Century Casino websites for details. Escape this summer in our Summer Escape giveaways. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dr. Joseph Ramos, MD, doctor, lawyer.
In automobile crashes, the spine is frequently injured. There are all types of spinal injuries that we see frequently, that I treated frequently in the hospital as a medical doctor, and that I frequently represent people for here in our law firm. Why does it matter? Simply put, an understanding of the medicine is everything. And that's why if I were ever injured and I had to select an attorney, it would matter to me that somebody had a spine sitting with them and they actually understood what it meant.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
I see a great journey, a Broncos journey, a mile high.
Really?
Yes, but the path is fueled by fuel.
Say what?
The Fuel Forward app. I see 8+ gallons of fuel at Conoco or Phillips 66, unlocking a chance to win a Denver Broncos VIP game day experience.
Filling up my tank is my destiny? I do only have a quarter tank left, I guess.
Exactly. The team spirits never lie. Terms and conditions apply. See official rules at conoco.com/Broncos-rules.
With NFL Plus, keep the NFL in reach. Stream live out-of-market preseason games, live local and primetime games on mobile during the regular and postseason, and NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games. With NFL Plus Premium, watch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon during the regular season on NFL Red Zone. And for a limited time, save 20% on an annual NFL Plus Premium subscription. Offer ends September 15th. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
Stay in the know with Marty Lenz and Gina Gondek. Colorado's Morning News on KOA.
Back in Santa Clara, Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warju with you. Broncos comfortably ahead, 30-9 over the Niners. By the way, coming up right after the game, Broncos React. We'll take your texts when the game ends. You can text us right now if you'd like to in the Common Spirit Health text line at 56690. 3rd down and 7. Mordecai takes a shotgun snap, bounces around, running for his life. Throws the ball this time directly at the head coach, Kyle Shanahan. Kyle adeptly moves,
Out of bounds, incomplete.
and it's incomplete. 4th and 7. You want to make sure that was not going to get picked off.
Brings up a 4th and 7 at the 21-yard line.
You can see Mordecai's really athletic. It's the way he moves around.
Jordan Miller had good pressure that time. Miller, college free agent last year for the Broncos out of SMU. You're hearing just a lot of young names, really a lot of young guys just trying to hang on. Michael Bandy now back to return this punt. He'll want to return it if he can. No fair catch signal by him from the 34. Bandy straight ahead, gets out to the 40, maybe the 41. But a lot of good football players. I mean, really good players. Not only with the Broncos, but virtually every single team. And a lot of times it just comes down to a numbers game. I've seen guys that I know over the years. I've played with guys that I know could have played in the league, and they just got caught up in a numbers game, and it just never worked out for them. There's plenty of good football players walking around this country, and it just didn't happen to fit for them.
1st and 10 at the 41.
Yeah, like everything in life, you got to get a little lucky, too.
Yep, you sure do. So the Broncos are going to take a knee here, and they can run out this clock. I think they were one player short, were they not? Yes. So that victory formation was with 10 players. Yep. 90% victory formation. Clock running now with 1:17.
That's the good thing. The clock is running.
Yeah, and I think another good thing, unless something happened that we're unaware of, but I think they got out of here without any serious injuries. Now they've got 11 on the field. And Sam Ehlinger takes a snap, takes a knee. He'll have to do it one more time.
There's a fun fact. Broncos have played in 11 California cities: Anaheim, Carson, Inglewood, L.A., Oakland, Pasadena, Sacramento, San Diego, San Francisco, Santa Clara, and Stockton. Back in 1962, a preseason game against the Raiders.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Well, you probably watched it on TV, I bet.
I was 7, so maybe.
I think you probably did.
Might have been black and white. Teams now walking on the field.
I'm sure it was.
Kyle Shanahan and Sean Payton will shake hands. Sean, of course, from the same college as Kyle's dad, Mike Shanahan, the great Broncos coach. So a lot of respect from Sean Payton to the Shanahan family. Mike was out here this week. We're going to head down and check in with Susie Wargen, who's standing by with Broncos wide receiver Trent Sherfield.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Trent's giving a hug right now to a Niners player. All right. Hey, Trent, tell me a little bit. Go through that touchdown reception. It was obvious to see that, I mean, those were your vet skills come in, but perfectly placed by Stidham, too.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, first and foremost, I just got to give credit to God because, you know, coming off the sideline and, you know, this game is hard if you don't have a rhythm. And, you know, that was my first series going in, and, you know, I just got to give all credit to God. But first and foremost, you know, Stidham, he placed a perfectly ball for me to go and make a play. He actually, when we was coming out the huddle, he already told me he was throwing me the ball. So from Jump Street, I knew that ball was coming up in the air, and just grateful to God that I had the opportunity to be able to make the play. So. And then it gets reviewed, but everybody, you're all watching on the sidelines. I was watching you. Did you know it was a touchdown? Yeah, I did. I looked up at the ref and I seen that he threw his hands up. And it's always, obviously, you got to make sure your feet are in and stuff like that. But when I got up and seen the Jumbotron and seen that my feet in, I'm glad that I had on blue cleats and not white cleats. So So you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference between the grass and the white. So yeah.
Absolutely. Trey, you come here as a free agent. Everybody talks about you making a difference on special teams, but based on today, it looks like you could do a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's been my whole career. I've always snuck through the back door on special teams. Starting out in Arizona, and that's something that I still take pride in. But I also take pride in just being a football player. Every single summer I go out and I train, receiver and I train special teams, and that's something that I always try to make sure that I just that I stay on top of, because I don't want to be limited to anything. I don't want to be limited to a special teams player. I also don't want to be limited to just a receiver as well as either, because I think that just can prolong my career. And I'm just grateful to be here, undrafted. Going into year 8. If it was up to anybody, everybody else, I wouldn't even be here. So I'm just grateful to God to be here. So
we like those dogs here, Trent. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
All right, congratulations. Dave, back up to you.
All right, Susie. Yeah, I would say